reach horizon, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping stories untold. Riding with rockets through your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Treadmill, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their throne. Checking the charts with your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, chat? Ooh, are we back? Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, team. All right, it's good to see y'all. Hello, friends. Oh, get them rockets in chat. Get that love in chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are the best. What's going on, team? All right, hold on one second. Ooh, man, Friday was crazy. Remember, I was trying to give you guys a tour of PropScore in the morning. The site wouldn't load up. Wasn't the site. I was having DNS issues in my home network, and so I had to spend like hours getting everything reset up and reestablished, and the DNS resolvers changed those. I mean, it was a whole mess of an ordeal, but it took all morning, and it was just, oh my god. But we should be good now. Hopefully good. You know, AT&T sucks, and you know, it's just been kind of crazy. But we are back. Welcome. Monday morning. Today commemorates the official launch of the PropScore beta, so we're gonna talk about that pretty much all morning. You know, obviously got stuff going on in the market too. People were asking how was the car. Oh yeah, we picked up the new Ferrari on Friday. That was fun. IDOC's parents are in town. It's been a busy weekend, so. But we are back. Now we're getting prepped for the beta this morning. Just a lot going on, and we have courting everybody. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning to all the team. Lee Media, Mateo. What's up, Ethan? What's up, Albeo? Al5e. Good morning. A5e, Fabian, Venezuela, A Trady. What's up? Good morning. Michael. Good morning. Moises. Good morning. Mikey. Good morning. Trady. Good morning. Good morning, Fabian, Charlie, Fabian. Okalamata. Good morning. Good morning, Simon D. Good morning. Good morning, Simplified Trade. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, market's moving around a little bit. We got some candles going on right now. Keep waiting for a big crash date. It never came. Don't think it's going to come at all. It's like we had a little bit of a green candle to open up this market this morning. And everybody else, if we hit the like button, we got a bunch of things going on today. Let's just jump right into it. Today is going to be mostly PropScore related. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff going on right now. Do a quickie little PropScore demo for you guys, walk you guys through the beta and kind of what we're dealing with. I told you guys I'm going to kind of like recalibrate for the market. So I'm probably not going to do any trading this week, maybe. I'm planning on not even opening my platform, to be honest. I'm gonna let everything. I was reading some information about, Goldman Sachs kind of publications about expectation that, the amount that we saw injected to the market, forcing all that hedging the last couple of sessions, right? Last maybe 5 or 6 sessions, that's about halfway over. We get a whole nother week of this. The market's still trying to pump its way higher. We'll see. Obviously we had a big gap down, and last time we had a gap down of the weekend, the market rallied up and rallied crazy right for the week. So we're kind of still seeing that. We opened below MHP. We're now pumping above MHP a little bit. There seems to be some news related candles there. Hold on one second. Let me get started here. It'd be kind of like good to just kind of like recalibrate and like let the market do its thing. I don't think we're gonna get the big sell-off day that we think we should get, but probably going to see some kind of action at least at MHP today. I'll tell you guys, I'm probably going to start doing, just because PropScore is launching now, I'll probably start getting back into perm markets. So guys, taking a little bit of a break from some props, but I'll probably start trading props again just on stream, because now PropScore is now going to be launching in beta. Sometime between now and when we launch, I'll have some rotation on some props as well, because people will be asking questions, and a lot of the stream focus is going to be on prop trading, obviously. So first thing, everybody do me a favor. Somebody said, how was your weekend? Oh, weekend was good. I got our car. We've been kind of like driving around and having fun in it. Then we went out to dinner and then kind of hung out with the parents. New Discord looking good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Farina was throwing it together all weekend, man. Discord is fire. Looks really, really, really good. Yeah, so, okay, first and foremost, we have a new Discord. It's not going to replace Rocket Scooter. So here's the difference, right? Rocket Scooter is our educational community that's built around the tools that I've made. And, essentially, prop trading sort of emerged, I would say, out of the darkness during COVID and became this huge phenomenon. So we kind of started like integrating prop trading into that Discord, me teaching props, teach people how to trade props, things like that. But that Discord is strictly focused on Rocket Scooter, right? We have like a prop trading area where people can like talk about props and whatever. But in reality, we're now drawing a line between the two. PropScore is the prop trading hub of the Rocket Scooter team. So you guys have anything related to props, I want you guys to go to that Discord and have fun. We spent a whole lot of time building it up and it's pretty kick-ass. Let me walk you guys through some of it. But the link, all the links are posted, pinned here in chat. The website's also available. Let me show you guys over here. An entire community of prop related everything. So we're gonna have like trading streams, trading chat, all prop firm chat for each individual prop firm. You have questions about every one of them, whatever deals are going on with each one of them, all gonna be here. And maybe like prop firm deals, you know, things like that. We have all kind of social channels to really hang out at. There's a knowledge hub so you can learn everything about like, you know, rules for prop firms. There's a calendar. There's a knowledge base that you have. You can questions about tech support on any prop firms. You have issues with the props you're working with. Somebody says the Discord doesn't work. Explain. Is the link wrong? What happens when you go there? TT. It says to claim your role. Unable to accept invite. Okay, hold on. That link works. Love it. Okay. Everybody in chat. What's up, Papa Leslie? Everybody in chat, first and foremost, hop in the Discord. Obviously, it's beta right now. So, you know, we're going to have a little bit of a... Leslie, Farkas, what's up, man? Thanks for the donation. Ooh. Ah. Dude, I threw my back out the other day too. So when I lean the wrong way, it like winds me. It's so bad. Okay. Everybody in the Discord, do me a favor. Click the link that Liquidity posted. Go to the Discord. Click the rock to claim your role. Are we good? Thumbs up in chat. Dude, threw my back out. Yeah, like freaking walking to the grocery store and then like nothing crazy. Okay, everyone do me a favor. Everyone click that link and tell me the Discord's good. Number one. We good? Okay. All right, so in there, essentially going forward, every giveaway that we have will be going on. We'll be claiming our prizes there and doing everything there. No more contest channel in the Rock Scooter Discord. It's going to be the channel here for PropScore. Okay. All right. Cool, cool. Okay. You good? All right, cool, cool. Okay. Next. The link works. It cannot view any of the pages working prior to the weekend. Now it doesn't. Let's find out real quick. Let's think. Hold on. Okay, let me make sure I get you in there, TT. What is your... You probably don't claim the role after you onboarded. Okay, we'll have to get you in... Let me do this really quick. Tech support. You'll just need the roles manually. Okay, so there's a tech support channel. You should have access to that. Okay, so everyone should be able to see the tech support. Leave and come back and post in tech support. Okay, so what you'll do is go post on tech support. We'll give you the roles manually if you can't access the channel. And then click the rock to claim your role. So that's basically it. Excellent. Okay, cool. All right. Next step. So I'm probably just letting you guys know, I'll help you guys in the morning, like talking about what the market's going to do and everything. I'm probably not going to be doing much trading until I recalibrate after everything's been going on in this market. I'm going to kind of chill out and kind of recalibrate. Let's let things like stabilize. And then I think I'm about to give it a week. We do have, I think FOMC is on Wednesday as well. So that'll probably be an event. So let me upload up everything really quick. Okay, let me guys walk you through some cool stuff, some announcements. Hold on. What am I trying to do here? Okay, cool. All right, so this week on the calendar, let's get events that we have here. Nothing today. ADP numbers tomorrow, which usually means non-farms come out sometime soon, I would say. Don't ADP numbers and non-farms? Oh no, that's the weekly employment change. Never mind. Retail sales Tuesday. That's going to be kind of a big mover, I would say. Anything leaning back into talking about inflation is going to be the catalyst. VIX is above triple B now, so we're going to see a lot of volatile movement throughout the day. S&P global numbers coming out, services PMI, manufacturing PMI, composite PMI on Thursday. Michigan numbers Friday. And the Michigan consumer sentiment number, 47.6 last Friday, was the lowest it has ever been in the history of the Michigan numbers. This was the crazy thing that came out last week. That before we had this like crazy market rally from, whatever caused it. This right here. And then we're gonna have these numbers again. Weird. Wait, again? Wait, am I on the wrong week? Oh, no, okay, it's the 24th. Yeah, so we had the numbers come through on the 10th, so... It's already been 2 weeks. Holy crap. Nice relaxing music for trading. Oh yeah, awesome. Awesome. Just trade some props for now. It's a good idea. I should buy me a TPT account or something. I didn't even think about that. All right, I'll get it. I'll load. Maybe I'll load that up like after the market opens. Self-expected because of expiration. I wouldn't say self is expected because of expiration. I think that there's a sell-off potential or volatility potential. What I think you're going to start seeing is a widening of the market, not necessarily a reversal of the market. I think after a move like this, it usually takes some time to consolidate and then fail moving higher to keep going. We squeezed, I mean, this was a record-breaking squeeze. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen this much money pile into the index so fast. There's a combination of things, VIX expiring, equities expiring. There was so much, shit in the money that people are just like forced into this market. It was ridiculous. I've never seen things just move up and move up and move up. Like, 13, 14 days in a row without any kind of test. I've seen some powerful rallies. We had one like back in 2018. There was one that was similar. Let me think it was 2018, 2019. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This one right, was it this one right here? Yeah, like this guy. We've seen like squeeze. Now this is a different circumstance. Like this market's at all-time high, rally, right, and just has this like massive squeeze. This was something they talked about back then too, just like they're talking about this now. You kind of saw 2,600 to 28. Now that's not that big of a run. You think about like this is about a 10% move, but over like less than a month period, that's pretty big, right? We didn't get a 63, 54, 22. Yeah, we got a little bit over a 10% move. Probably about the same. But this one had like pause days in between. This one just stopped. And I remember when this was going on, like Like every single day, the market was like higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. Almost every day was higher highs and higher highs and higher highs. And there were times you started to see it expanding a little bit. So expansion, right? I wouldn't believe that it's over without having a blow off top before it turns around. Like just one day where it finally just like tops everyone out. And that could have been Friday. We don't know. But you would see that there was like some expansions of volatility in there. There was like maybe 1 or 2 days where you had some red and they're like this day sold and that day sold and then this day rallied and sold and then this day rallied and sold. You had some in there, but we have not seen something like what we just saw. In my entire history of trading, I've never seen it. And I've seen some posts online that are talking about like how much money flowed into the market and it was like record breaking for a week and things like that. So that was been crazy, but just up and up and up and up and up and up. Now, what I think we're going to see is that this week is going to be that first expansion of volatility. So what you're going to see is that VIX is going to start trading up. You're going to see that the range is going to have a little bit of downside pressure rather than just the, you know, just like the market going straight up without like the market going up like this day after day after day. You're going to start seeing the market actually have days where it feels like it's trading down again before it goes up, which is what we're seeing right here. So you're going to have some play. I think that like going all in short for like the market's going to sell off, I don't think is the wise thing to do. I can't give you guys investment advice for sure. But in general, I think you're going to start to see a wider range. Ups, downs, wicks, etc. I think that the market will have to fail advancing before it does come down. And at minimum, you know, retracing something is very healthy inside of what could be a bull market. I think if somebody squeezes this hard in expiration, that sort of memory is still alive. I don't think that because we expired, that's the end of it. But it's very possible that because we expired, that's the end of it. We'll see what the liquidity maps turn out to be today. If everything gaps down and, you know, stays gap down, then we could be in this sort of situation where market pulls back. Now, what it looks like right now is that the S&P and Nasdaq are trying to fill their gap from yesterday's futures close. And we've already pressed through the half gap, so the obvious next step is to fill the gap. So this might go right up to the 7165 area, just like straight there and turn around. It was, you know, similar to what we had last time. We had that big gap down last Sunday. The market traded through and kept going. I think that memory is still alive where people are still kind of getting in on this dip. So we'll see. Okay. Oh. My thesis is still not this is reversing a bull market. So like I said, I'm going to step back and recalibrate before I kind of go any heaviness into this market again. So while this like last couple of weeks have presented itself to be one of the strongest bull runs that we've had inside of a bear market that just pivoted on a dime, either the sentiment has changed for everybody or this was some kind of mechanic that we just can't wrap our heads around. I'm still in the mindset of this is a bear market rally that got out of hand and that we're still asking the questions over the longer term. Are we digging ourselves out of the hole? Was inflation just temporary? Is the Fed going to actually cut rates this year or not going to cut rates? And what's going to happen by the end of the year? You know, this was the dip. Yeah, like this could have been the dip, right? So we'll see. Open below MHP, broke above MHP, trying to fill the gap, and that's what we're going for right now. Okay, guys, I love having y'all here in the morning. My favorite friends, showing up for the chill jams, showing up for the trading lessons. All right, so first and foremost, PropScore beta is live. There's some new rules on the channel, and the rules are permanent going forward. We're splitting the Rocket Scooter and props in the two separate places. Rocket Scooter is not going to have a prop chat. PropScore is not going to have a Rocket Scooter chat. They're just going to be like their own separate things. I mean, I guess PropScore people can talk about whatever they trade. I don't care. But for instance, anything you guys want to know about props, prop deals, everything, we're the biggest prop affiliate on the planet by sales, and it's not even close. Other streamers you might think are bigger, we're actually probably twice as big as them. We're huge. And so when it comes to props, we're not going to be the central hub for all things props. Every prop deal, every prop announcement, every prop whatever, we should know everything going forward. Now our beta for PropScore is launched. Let me tell you what PropScore is. PropScore is the world's first mathematical auditing site for firms. It's not a comparison site. It's not a listing site. It's not some AI slop coded BS. It is a huge team of people that are managing this. There will be a giveaway bonanza, giveaways all month, baby. And behind this, what we have created is a system that mathematically, based on the actual prop firms themselves, what they offer, gives them scores based on different criteria. I actually do have more than 6 prop firms listed like the rest of the site, so I have way more, so that's actually more transparent. That's funny, right? Every other site out there is a pay for play, showcase their favorites, extort the firm, say we'll list you if you pay us, we won't list you if you don't pay us. It's all a bunch of bullshit. We're gonna list everybody whether they like it or not. Even if they tell us they like us, they tell us they hate us, even if we don't have affiliate code, you're going on the site. We're gonna audit you, and we're gonna be the truth beacon of this entire space for everything prop trading. In boot camp in May will be probably the second week in May after PropScore gets fully launched on the 4th. Okay, so PropScore.co is the link. We're gonna do a little demo today. Market's gonna be opening in 2 minutes, so let me get back to that, and then we'll talk about this in a little bit. But PropScore is gonna be something that we're gonna talk about this morning, and all kind of giveaways. We're gonna give away 1,000 prop accounts this month just to celebrate. It's gonna be a whole new thing that we're doing. We're excited. Okay, we are the prop cops, baby. Yeah, list them, especially if they don't like you, especially if you don't have an affiliate relationship. Doesn't matter. If you exist, we will rank you. That's it. Okay, we are opening with a slight bit of gap down in futures. Trying to fill towards the equities close where we're running to now. We have broken above MHP, both S&P and both on NASDAQ. Any A+ setups? Yeah, as soon as the market opens, we're gonna talk about whatever setups. I'm not doing any trading today, by the way. So I told you guys last week I'm gonna recalibrate for about a week. We're gonna chill for about a week. I didn't even open my platform. Just going for that gap fill. Yep. Gap's been filled. All right, let's see what comes out of this one now. Looks like that's the same old sort of mentality that we've had since last week. Market's still squeezing up a little bit. Not sure if this is going to exhaust this or not. Wait for the DD ratio to come up. We're clearly trading in between both the bands, so the market's like nice and flat for here. Looks like we fill the equities gap. Scoot like you mean it. There you go. Nice little run up there in NASDAQ. So we'll see in just a minute when liquidity maps pop up. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the stream. What's up, everybody? And good morning, Billy says. Good morning, good morning. Or Bill has said. Negative res. That's a good start. So negative res could be some sell-off pressure at the get-go. Ooh, liquidity pocket. Okay, we got nothing but a pocket failure, bear zone top over here in the S&P and NASDAQ. Ooh. All right, positive res, kind of. So negative resilience will fail half gap and pull back. Positive DD ratio, anything greater than half, should support this liquidity pocket. Even with that initial selling point there, we shall see. S&P positive res might still try to fill the gap and keep going. We'll see. I am not seeing a short setup. Unless we return below MHP, then it's a pretty big short. For here with positive resilience, this is still going to try to fill its gap. So hands off, I would say in general, if I was trading this, I wouldn't be shorting. I'd let this fill its gap, and then I'd probably make my decision here. NASDAQ opened in a liquidity pocket with DD ratio greater than half. It's going to try its darndest to get back up here and fill this gap as well. I think if anything, if there is a top and there's a sell-off, we peak to there and pull back like we just did with NASDAQ. Same thing with S&P. 74% of days, this wants to be below here. This is the all confluence setup. 26% of days, it does break this and keep going. So this is the odds for these two. You guys ready to scoot? All right. All right, so it looks like the gap is going to fill on NASDAQ. But I think with the negative resilience, it's going to be pretty much, if we do go up and fill the gap, it's probably going to try to, let's see. It's very possible today, guys, we get to here, fail this, and then maybe sell a little bit. We need to see the S&P down below here, so that'll create that kind of downside pressure there. But right now, everything's still kind of pointing up. I would say today is not the day that I would bet on fading this market until things get worse here and get worse here. So S&P is opening. This is now minute 5. We are opening with positive resilience here, which means that this is likely to try to fill the gap. Let's see where the futures gap is really quick. Make sure we have that detailed here. So NASDAQ's futures gap is 840. S&P's futures gap is 163. So I'm probably gonna do any trading until maybe next week. I kind of want to recalibrate. I told you guys last Friday I'd be recalibrating. Let this market do its thing. I wanted to see things be less. Now it feels rational today, so I might actually step in tomorrow. I was kind of thinking we might wake up to another irrational feeling market, but it doesn't look like that's happening. 839. Let me look at this real quick. 840. Okay, so I'm gonna mark these futures gap fills. These are here. Okay. So when you get the error unable to connect tick size, it means that you're using the wrong ticker. Yeah. So in Rocket Scooter, if you are going to use futures, click on this table down here at the bottom. And then what I want you to do is on this list, you're going to copy each one of these that you want to use and then make yourself a little watch list over here and then put that exact ticker designation. CQG has its own sort of nomenclature for these things. Cool deal. Does the rocket method work for gold futures? Well, yeah, anything related, anything that has futures or options, we can do indications on. So we have DD bands for every single futures contract out there. We've got options for every equities thing, so we can make liquidity maps for anything basically. What happened Friday? So something was going on with my networking for some reason over the weekend. I don't know what happened, but certain websites weren't loading up. And so I was having like DNS problems, and my my tech guy had to get on and take over my computer and go through and then get on my network and reconfigure everything. No clue. Like, I was trying to do the PropScore demo and I was showing you guys on stream. PropScore wasn't even loading up. So I thought there was something like Firefox had been acting weird for a while. And then I decided, I was like, okay, let me turn everything off. Let me start everything over. Let me reboot the computer. And I rebooted the computer, and then the computer tried to do a Windows update of all things in the middle of all of that. So after the Windows update took, then my computer tried to go on, then my computer wouldn't post. And it cycled a couple times, and I was like fiddling with that. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I thought maybe one of my components went bad because I just, you know, switched some RAM out on my computer. But then finally it came back up. The update, you know, finished and everything. Then I got back on, and then I loaded up my browser again, and nothing was loading up again on top of that. So I got my tech guy, got on my computer, got into my router, fixed everything up. We had to switch our resolvers. So that was kind of like the big problem. Ow. Ow. For whatever reason, it was not connecting to PropScore and like a handful of other websites. No clue out of the blue why that day it just wasn't doing anything. Should have a free trial on the Rock Scooter trading platform. We used to have a free trial, but then the problem became that people were abusing and exploiting the free trial and trying to get it for like months at a time. So we have like a 50% off, you know, trial if you want to check it out. Dynamic MHP, now it's posted on the chart. We do have dynamic MHP automatically posted on the chart, but it's not finished yet. There's still some bugs in it. We haven't troubleshot them yet. There's the automated one. We say don't use it yet. I still manually post it for now. Yeah. Oh, it was a DDoS attack. I don't think it was an attack. I think there was just something going on with AT&T that morning, because I never had switched, and I guess that's laziness on my part. So we had to find some. We had to switch. We were having issues. Yeah, so I used Cloud. I was using Cloud for a while, and then when that was having issues, then we were using. Then we got like a new mesh put in, and we switched back to the default on AT&T, and then AT&T went weird again. So I was still trying to play around with it to try to get it to like work a little better. And then AT&T just went on the fritz, and then we went back to we switched to Google. Someone said AT&T satellite was lost in space. Probably so. Who knows, man? I thought I had some kind of virus or some kind of something that was like interfering with certain websites. And at first I thought somebody was like jacking with my particular, you know, I was like, maybe I got hacked. Maybe some troll was like trying to interrupt the beta or something. Who knows? Maybe they're just like, they put some kind of block or something on that one. I was like, why is this the only site not loading up? There are a couple of others that also weren't loading up though. The market's feeling a little heavy today. Resilience just went negative on S&P and is pretty negative on NASDAQ. So this is looking pretty decent for possible selling pressure. I would say that I'm taking this week to kind of feel this one out. I think volatility will expand. I think if we do hit like lower targets, just like we used to have in normal bull markets, you have that same approach, right? You're going to use your heavy pivots. The market is probably going to hit these heavy pivots and still be pretty bullish on them. Like if we hit lower DD band, that's a pretty good long setup, right? A plus pivots only in this kind of environment. Market's still volatile, so it's going to swing around. The one thing you don't want to do is diddle in the middle. Plus the fact the market's still very sensitive to all kind of news. You really just kind of want to take it easy, play it safe. Am I my own tech guy? Oh, heck no, man. I could build the computer. I don't know how to operate it. I could plug in the router. I don't know how to configure it. Actually, I kind of do a little bit. Somebody here, did anybody get TradingView shut down and got misclassified as a professional? That's weird, because whenever you sign up for data, that's whenever you do your classification, and then you sign like the thing. and then that sets you for life. You never get like reclassified. So that's gotta be a weird bug if that's happening. Okay, guys. So today I'm looking at this from kind of a very sort of standoffish mentality. Since PropScore is live, I might start doing some props again to kind of like celebrate that and sort of like talk about it again. Here, if they have you, if they randomly have you re-verify sometimes, like when your subscription is over or for whatever reason, you might have classified yourself as a professional. Just contact customer support and let them know. But they shouldn't shut you down or not let you log in because you're a professional. What a professional does is just makes you pay more for data. That's really the difference there. So as we are kind of vendor of record for data redistribution, if you were to classify as a professional here at Rocket Scooter, we would just charge you more for data. Basically the difference. They want to make sure that if you work for the industry, they get the money out of you. We are currently in a bear zone right now. So above this half of an illiquidity pocket is considered a bear zone. S&P resilience is still positive. S&P is probably still going to try to fill its gap. Nasdaq is probably still going to resist here. So it's going to be choppy. This is not, to me, not the short setup of a lifetime today. I don't think so. We're not getting all things looking like that. Okay. Let's chat about PropScore real quick. I want you guys to do me a favor. Going forward, this is going to be the biggest giveaway month we have ever had in the history of this channel. Biggest giveaway a month, biggest everything. So first and foremost, everybody go to the link that is pinned. We have a brand new Discord for prop trading. Everything related to prop trading in that Discord. Everything related to like learning Rocket Scooter and learning trading from us, like regular stuff that we do, is all the Rocket Scooter Discord. So Rocket Scooter Discord is a Discord for users of the Rocket Scooter platform only. It's not public. It's not paid Discord either. It's just like a place for Rocket Scooter traders to hang out, talk to each other, learn the process. If you do anything prop trading, and I mean anything prop trading, PropScore Discord is it. We will be the biggest, most filled, craziest, awesomest, most deals, most giveaways, most anything of any prop community out there. We've been open for barely a day. I would say we started our beta sort of like, I guess, over the weekend, but we already got like 1,000 people in there. So come in, hang out. What we're going to do, the PropScore Discord is going to let you guys know any new deals that are coming out will be posted in here. Like whatever new prop deals are hot, you'll be able to see like a feed here on the PropScore website. When it's fully launched May the 4th, we're in our beta right now. All of you now have access to the beta. You'll be able to use it, join it, and I'll go through all these little steps in a minute. Any news related to prop firms, new releases, things like that will be posted here. Any bugs you find during the beta, go ahead and post them here as well. We have a numbering system, so we use the next number you see, put a number, post a picture of your bug. Any wish list of features you'd like to see, we'd love to hear your advice or info here. Anything related to our giveaways will all be here now. No more contest channel in the Rocket Scooter Discord. We're gonna do it here now. So whether it's bootcamp giveaways or whatever, we're gonna do all of our giveaways here. All the giveaways. So this channel right here, this community, all the streams will be posted here. Train chat, prop firm chat. So every single prop firm itself will have its own chat area with information and things like that. I think that's what this is. Yeah. P&L channel, things like that. Etc. Community events, all kind of stuff. I'm so tired, guys. Yeah. Okay. Let me give us a quick little demonstration of what PropScore is really quick. About like 10 minutes. Everything's set up here. All right. Would I take an A+ on this one? I want to see the market get back to rationality. The thing is that the A+ setups have sort of not the A+ setups have been pretty good, even like the last couple weeks. They have not been failing. I think that the market itself has just been sort of weirdly irrational to the upside, that it's just so hard to gauge what things are going on. And my problem being that if you are inside of a long, my thought this whole last week was, if I'm inside of a long trade and then one stray bullet leaves a gun and hits some American target or something and the ceasefire is broken, the market hits a circuit breaker in a single day, right? So either A, you just kind of like dumbly went all in into this thing and just like buy the high and let it ride because you're, foolish. My thought was the last thing I wanted to do was risk everything into a trade and have some one-off thing crash the market underneath us. As fast as it was moving, it was so wound up tight. Now, it doesn't mean that because we were so wound up tight and moved up like we did, the market's going to turn around and sell off. I don't think that's really possible. I think that as a really strong bull move has confirmed a really strong bull market. I think at some point there's always going to be some kind of retracement or some kind of like test, but I don't have that mentality. Because it went up, it must come down. I don't trade like that. The A+ setups are still pretty good. We look at our data as is and let the market tell us when we're wrong. So DD ratio 0.83, which means bull zones are support, which means DD band is support. So all down in here is support. If today was a day that sold off, I'd say that we'd fall to there and probably bounce to there and hold. I think if there is any sort of like movement today, I think the market tried to fill the gap and it is trying to sell, but S&P is kind of strong enough to not have that happen. So I think after all this chops around a little bit, I think we're going to push up to a little bit higher highs here. But would I start shorting like DD bands and yellow lines now? I think that now is not a bad idea. I think the market's no longer going to do the like green day straight up. I think we're going to have ranges throughout the day. A little bit of expansion of volatility is going to create some of that. The option spreads and equity are ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, and there was a bunch of like posts. I was reading, there's a bunch of people. It's so funny how much these, there's a lot of people out there that have these services that talk about, gamma exposure and all that. It's very interesting how clueless a lot of them are. I think I remember reading something that Spot Gamma posted. And I don't know if they got like a new intern or something working there, but this person was like comically off. They were saying something like huge delta. They found some large position. There was a whole bunch of contracts on the bid and on the put side and call side. Like essentially there was like a huge OI at like 7,000 strike, and they were like huge delta, implying that there's gonna have some dynamic hedging from this or something. And like I almost made a snarky post of like, somebody asked ChatGPT to teach Spot Gamma about box spreads and market makers. Standard market maker activity. Every expiration is like this. It's like if you've ever seen one, you've seen them all. Vol Signal skewered them for that comment, as I'd expect Vol Signal to do. Yeah, I think Spot Gamma is very, very, I mean, maybe they're just doing like they got too big of a company. They just hired some random intern to do this, but that was kind of like cringy. Essentially, like, it was like, there's big OI, so therefore there's a lot of in the money calls, therefore there's a lot of hedging to push it higher. That's what they said could be translated to. But a box spread is a neutral strategy on the market used by market makers. Sometimes it's a very depending on the rate at which you get for your theta, it's a very sometimes inexpensive way to borrow money from the market in case you need to maintain solvency during your job as being a market maker. So it's a way to take a loan from the market. There's a whole technical reason goes about this, but certainly a neutral position. And you'll see them a lot of the times on even strike, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, just spread out. Pretty normal. But anyways, a lot of people trying to explain away what happened for content, but in reality, you just saw a mad, like the thing was that we've been seeing is that we've had such a straight sell-off run of all the major tech stocks, right, for the longest time. And now just any rally is amplifying everything else. I think of the total S&P stocks, only 15 of the 500 companies actually closed on Friday at all-time highs, even though the stock market was at all-time highs. What does that tell you? I was seeing a lot of people taking information like that and saying, oh, that's very bearish. And I was like, oh, no. That's like, this is the start of the rally. Imagine if every company and every tech stock was also at all-time highs. We've got another 5,000 points to go on the NASDAQ, right? If NVIDIA and all the others made their way back up to the top. So we are at all-time highs in the index without being all-time highs at all the stocks. So just imagine, right? The stocks have been selling since October, and imagine if those all caught up, right? It'd be crazy. Somebody said, sir, I'm Indian. What do I think about India? How do I like India? I've never been. I own a company in India, and a lot of people that work for me are also from India. So I would say that in India, Indian food is my favorite kind of food. So far, my experience with all things India has been pretty good. Actually never been there. Actually never been to Asia in general. But India is like the Cajun of the East when it comes to food. Spicy, curries, everything India's got, we got down here in Cajun world. So instance, you guys got biryani, right? We got jambalaya. It's like the same thing. It's like spicy meat and rice, right? You guys got curry. We got gumbo. Gumbo's like Cajun curry. Same stuff. Spicy, meaty, salty, flavorful. That's what I'm saying. If you ever thought of it like that, Cajun food and Indian food are like the same thing. That's why I like them both. Not much of a difference. Except Cajun food is a lot more seafood. Like India, a lot more like goat and red meat and chicken and stuff. Am I gonna have a stream at the London Open? Oh, you bet it. So you have a samosa in India, hush puppy. Well, let's see. What we have that kind of like what would we have Cajun food that's kind of like a samosa? I don't think we have. The closest thing we got to a samosa, I would say, would be beignets. Except there's nothing inside of it. We don't do a lot of like pastry sort of doughy sort of stuff down here. Nothing beats Caribbean food. I'm telling you, man, Caribbean food's good too. What's the Indian version of beignets? That's a good question. I'm sure they've got there's like the fried dough balls. What are those things called? Boudin balls? Yeah, that'd be kind of like that. First time I ever had like a good like tiki masala, I was like, oh my god, and put on some rice. I was like, this is like gumbo. All right, I grew up eating that. Gulab Jamun. I don't eat a lot of desserts, so that's one thing I don't know about. It's like, yeah, it's like the fried, that's what it's called, Gulab Jamun. Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying that right. It's like the little fried dough balls, and they're covered in like they're like sticky. There's like a syrup or something on it. I never get them because I don't usually do like sweets after I eat, but Kolache, Texas, yeah. It's like a donut in a way. Looks like we're back into liquidity pocket. Like I said, this is probably not the short of a century. I'm kind of taking an easy day. Okay, let me give you guys a quickie tour of what PropScore is. And let me tell you, first of all, we have more prop affiliations now with PropScore than any 3 influencers put together. That's right. We have a score code with every prop firm in town. We've been working all month to get you guys special deals and discounts with every prop firm that exists ever. So if there's a prop firm that exists that you trade, use code SCORE for it and you will get the best discount. Now, why do we have an affiliation with that? Right? Equally, everybody that is existing right now, we have an affiliation with. And the reason that we have this is so that, first of all, you guys can get awesome deals like you can, but also because we want to be fair to all the firms. We're not going to play favorites and only just, have our favorites listed, not everyone else listed. But every firm will have equal playing field, even the ones that are kind of shitty and possibly scammy. The score will reflect that, so you guys can make your own decisions on what to buy based on the website itself. But we're gonna give everybody a shot, that way it's not playing favorites. So whatever you see here right now is during our beta. So for our beta, we have, I think, 9 firms listed. And as the beta goes by, we launch on May the 4th on Star Wars Day, clearly. And between now and then, you'll see more of them pop up. We'll have close to maybe 50 something firms. All will be ranked and scored. Now, let me show you what this actually is designed to do. Every single prop firm out there, you don't know if it's good or bad. There seems to be a million of them, and they pop up every other day. As a matter of fact, during the time of us going out there and introducing ourselves to all these prop firms and being like, hey, we're one of the biggest trading streams on the planet, one of the biggest communities, period, in trading. Now we're going to make a prop firm auditing site, and we're going to score you based on the merits of your accounts. Nice to meet you. I'll tell you, 1 out of 5 of these firms we talked to, and I'm not kidding, was run by some shithead stock guru of the past who fell off social media and now is running a prop firm. I'll tell you something. These things are not run by, Harvard graduate PhDs, all right? Half of these things are run by failed traders and stock gurus trying to make a buck, okay? So when we found out what's out there, you don't know if they're just scamming you in some different way or not. You know what I'm saying? Used to, it was like, join my Discord, get rich now. Now it's like, join my prop firm, get payouts, right? They're all running prop firms now. It's a dirty place, and marketing budgets are pretty high. Influencers get paid between, I don't know, the small ones, maybe 5,000, 10,000 a month. The big ones, 100,000 plus a month, just to promote a prop firm. And almost like you would have Michael Jordan wearing your shoes, if you're Nike. There are trading superstars who get offers to recommend and talk about prop firms. We're one of them, right? We get paid all the time to promote, up here and up there and all that stuff. We get paid on Rocket Scooter, what we did, to work with prop firms, to market them. But in the same time, my integrity always shines through, that I didn't partner with just any highest bidder, right? The ones you see up here, clearly some of the best firms that there are, right? So we only work with the good ones. But I digress on the side. 90% of your social media is people that work with anybody that pays them. Bunch of broke kids out there taking a buck wherever they can get one, and you never know what's good. But the problem is that it started getting dirty. We're in social media, everybody's calling everybody else a scam and trying to funnel people to their own ambitions. Like, if you don't have a code with somebody, you'd call them a scam. If you got a better deal with someone else, you'd call the other thing a scam. Everyone's trying to direct everything self-serving themselves for the highest paycheck possible. So from you guys as customers, you have no clue as to what's good, with the exception of the integrity of the person that's telling you it's good. And I'm going to tell you, 99% of those people, streamers and everything, are fakes, frauds, and fucking idiots themselves. We're just trying to make a buck the same way. So in reality, you've got nobody to trust. Don't trust anybody. Don't even trust me. What you can trust is the math, and this is why we built what we did. We now have a way to get every single detail, including the FAQs, including every dollar spent on props, every rule, what you can do, what you can't do, how much you can trade with, how many accounts you can trade, what the drawdowns are, what the rules are, and it's all built into one single algorithm that ranks and scores prop firms with math. It doesn't matter what you think the prop firm is worth or not. This is a paradigm shift, and almost like a learning curve has to happen, because when I post some things, people are like, nah, TopStep is still better. You can't say that with this. There's no such thing as disagreeing with PropScore. You can't disagree with it. It is the math. And let me tell you what my model does. My model looks at the following. It takes the return on investment. I'm just gonna put some numbers up here. PropScore is your return on investment, A, your return over investment, B, per time in market, per difficulty of account, times some user factors that you put in. So the higher the, like all things being balanced, right? Higher the return, bigger the score. Lower the investment, bigger the score. Lower the time in market, bigger the score. Lower the difficulty, bigger the score, right? That math is just your opinion, bro. So in general, we can all, like, if we pretend this was a scalar, right? We're all mathematicians here, right? There's a unitless number that just shows magnitude. No vector direction, nothing, anything. We would assume that if you were to build a model from scratch, wouldn't you assume that return on investment per time per difficulty is pretty valid for scoring, right? This relationship can't be refuted by any means possible. You would give something that's a higher return a higher score, something that's a lower cost a higher score, lower time to trade a higher score, lower difficulty a higher score. This is pretty obvious, right? So somebody said, do I take setups at some point? Yeah, baloney, dude. I'm doing a challenge, 100K to $1 million bucks. I don't know if you've been here before. Today, today's the launch of this, so I'm not doing any setups or trading. I'm probably gonna take like a week and trade it slow. There are no setups in here except for longing on this orange line and shorting at this gap fill. So I'm waiting in between. So I'm in between the range I want to trade from. Okay, so far, this is the way we did it. Now, the different scores on here, we've got price per time in market. That's your time factor. So let me do this again. Return on investment per time per difficulty. Okay. Times your own, or times some function of your inputs. Okay. It's your score. Now, each one of these is kind of on its own over here. Your return on investment, that goes here. Your difficulty, that goes here. We call it simplicity score. Go to our Discord, as Farina is saying. We're gonna have exclusive deals going, exclusive giveaways today, guys. So everyone join that Discord, because Farina's gonna be doing a separate giveaway. As a matter of fact, every day you guys are gonna do 3 things. Follow our Twitter, go in that Discord, and be here on stream. We're gonna do giveaways in all 3 places all the time. So be really seated in that community, and you guys get all kind of free stuff, much more than you just get on the streams. Myself and Brad stream. Okay. So return, investment, time, difficulty, all that. So your time is here, your difficulty is here, your return on investment is here. Drawdown per price is the other score. This is how much of an account that you get for $1 you spend. So an example being, like, the bigger the account drawdown per $1 you spend, the higher the drawdown per price, and you kind of want to know the difference. So what do these 4 scores do is they tell you what each firm's parameters are, so you can make decisions as a trader. The overall score is a balancing act between all of them. Review is a separate thing that doesn't go into any of these other scores here. They're completely non-subjective. It's the only subjective part of this. But the review is like a catch-all that even if a score is really good on paper, but then like 90% of the people say they scam and don't pay out, at least you get that visibility on it too. So what is the purpose of this, right? Well, this is the world's first website that's going to allow you to search for a prop firm that matches your stats and your budget exactly what you're looking for, okay? So when you come to the website, you can everybody make an account today, by the way. We're going to start doing giveaways through the site, not just the Twitter, not just the Discord, but also on the site. So get in the site right now. We launched on May the 4th, but now's the beta. PropScore.co. You can come here. So yeah, no setups right now from you guys. Just chilling on this. When S&P fills its gap, probably. The resilience numbers are still positive. I'm watching them here at the top of the screen. So while I'm talking to you guys, I got an eye up here. So an example would be like, okay, you might come in here and say, you know, I try to trade props and I get squeezed out all the time. It seems like no matter what I do, I buy an account, I keep getting squeezed. Like my strategy requires a bigger account, but I don't have a lot of money to spend. So then what you'll do is you're going to use drawdown per price. The better the drawdown per price will give you a fatter account per dollar you spend. So currently right now, according to our 9 firms that we have listed in the beta, the best drawdown per price is Funded Next. You have that ability of, man, I wish I had 2,000 drawdown instead of 1. Which one's better? Well, per dollar you spend, Funded Next is better. The 50K Bolt is the best one on the list. Okay, well, you might want to say like, okay, but I trade props, and while trading them, I have a hard time the longer I'm in it. I just like maybe 1 or 2 days I do really good, and then I screw it up on the 3rd day. And it seems like these things require me 5 and 10 days of trading or whatever to pass. I want something that I can get in and pass as quick as possible. So price per time in market. The better price per time in market, the better, quicker path to pay out before dollars spent. By the way, this is a free service for everybody. I forgot to tell you. You don't have to pay for this. We spend a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources building this out for you guys to make this algorithm to help you kind of choose for yourself. ROI score is like, okay, I'm a good trader. I do very well. Doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter how big of an account, I crush it no matter what. I want the best return for my investment no matter what. That's this one right here. The last thing is, you might say, I struggle with rules. I want the one that's the easiest per dollar I spend. What's the easiest account out there to pass? And then you can sort by simplicity. So currently right now, as it is, we have 3 models, right? If you go here, 3 models, the way to look at the scoring system. Now we have, first of all, it's called minimum first payout. And minimum first payout is basically the first payout that you can get no matter what, the minimum first payout. An example being, if a firm says you can make it to 10,000 bucks per day, but you can take a payout at 2,100. So you can model the first quickest payout you can get for like the quickest turnaround on your investment. Then it re-ranks everything according to that first payout. There's also the max monthly payout, which is what's the most you can make in a month. And again, you can sort of see which firms have the best of all of that together. Since PropScore being the main overall value of all of that, when I want to sort by which one has the best score on the max monthly payout, Tradeify Select allows you to make the most per month of any prop firm, and that's it. If you want to see which one is the best minimum first payout, clearly that's take profit, and we all know why. Expected payout is kind of like what you're going to do on a normal best day scenario. You max out with the firm on the best you can do per day, limited by whatever parameters limit you. And this is the expected payout you're going to get from the firms. And as you see currently right now, on expected payout with no other parameters, My Funded Futures, Take Profit, Top Step, Tradeify, Funded Next, Lucid, in that order are the ranked firms. Now, the way the score works is anything above 8 is good, anything below 8 is bad. 8 is the middle. 5 is the lowest score on the list. Anything that's 5 is ranked very poorly. Anything that's 6 is below average. Anything that's 9 or better is considered great. So these are all considered pretty great. Now, one thing that you can do here that's different, that you can't do anywhere else, is you can come in here and you can actually put in your trading parameters, your own trading style, and see how the scores change for you. Now, you might want to say, all right, you know, I've been trying to get into props. I don't know what prop is good. And you can, first of all, you're able to look on the list of the props that you do trade and see which ones, if the one you are trading is actually really bad, and realize that you might be getting ripped off, you don't even know it. So coming in here, you'll be able to come here and actually type in how you trade. Say an example is, you might say, it takes me 20 times to pass an eval. And then once I go fund it, it takes me like 10 times to get a payout. Obviously, you go through a lot of cycling with this. You might say, man, I trade with like a 30% win rate. And I usually go for like, I don't know, 2-to-1 trades. You type in all your parameters. You can say, in general, what's the best I can expect to do? When you fail a lot, you can see that firms like TopStep make their way to the top of the list. It becomes slightly better. Why? Well, because in this scenario, TopStep is a great return on investment for you because it's very cheap to fail. This is like a I fail a lot scenario. So when you fail a lot, a firm that's cheap on the front end, but has an activation fee, kind of like helps you fail more cheaply. Whereas opposed to if you don't fail a lot at all, TopStep is not at the top of the list. It kind of falls down a little bit, right? So you can see the difference is that the firms are basing the score on how well, or you're basing the score on PropScore and how well you're trading. So in that particular example, you can see that if you delete everything, we have a standard risk model that we use. If say that you put in like 2 and 2 and you do very well, you have like a 80% win rate, and you like to trade like big old fat 5-to-1 trades. Now you'll see which firms give you the best monthly payout would actually be funded next. So what's kind of neat is that you can see, for those of you that are trying to turn trading to a business, I highly recommend you do something like this. Me as a trader that trades full time, trading is been my lifeblood. Every part of trading is a business decision. How much you spend, how much you risk, how much you're willing to lose, how much you get back. The whole thing is a business decision. If you're out there just buying a prop because some knucklehead recommended it to you, the difference between you getting 50K a month and 0K a month in payouts will be a decision that you make at this level. Most of us kind of like crudely look at all the firms and kind of pick one we like more, pick one that our friends tell us to do or whatever, pick one influencer tells us. But if you're really serious about being a good prop trader, you're going to want to min-max your stats, just like anything else you do. You want to get the best bang for your buck against how you behave in this market. Like if you're playing a video game and you like to be like, you know, a guy with a sword and a shield, and you like to tank, you're not going to run in there and start specking out your character with no armor and a freaking magic wand, right? You're going to get smacked in the face. You need to make sure that you're maxing out your play style based on how you play. And if you do that, that one extra account you get for $1 or that one fewer day you get for $1 could be the make or break difference for you in your budget of actually making money to begin with. Those of you may not realize that you're not optimized while doing this. Using PropScore, you might be able to buy 5 more accounts that are easier for the same budget that you didn't know existed. You might get extra days off the clock so you get your payout faster. You might get more payouts a month for the same $1 you spend. You wouldn't know that. That's what this is about. Stats maxing, baby. We stat maxing over here. So anyways, the point is, make sure that you're able to see exactly what it is you're looking for. But really the coolest part about this is to see which firms are actually good and which ones are bad. And as you see, when I look for, I can sort by end of the day, trailing drawdown, static accounts, and they're all listed here. Like when I load up who has the best trailing drawdown, let me put our default model here. Like who has the best trailing drawdown accounts? Believe it or not, well, my funded futures rapid is a mix of trailing and end of the day, so it appears on both lists, but you can see the difference between all of them right here. Who has the best end of the day drawdown? Who has the best static? Phidias static is like the best in the business. It's actually really good. Elite Trader Funding's also a 9, both really good. Remember we used to talk about like Phidias and Elite Trader Funding were like some of the best statics in the entire business. Well, you can see the scores came out pretty good. As you mouse over these, you'll see off to the right, there's like a little bitty sort of pentagon grid over here that ranks them. You can also drag your mouse over here and get a little bit of an explanation as to the difference between all of these and what makes them good, what makes them bad. Some extra stats on there. You'll be able to go to the prop firm site itself, learn a lot more about the firm. the stats, all the things that go with it, restricted countries, instruments you can trade, things like that. You can see a list of all the accounts and all the deals going on at any given time. You'll be able to see like which one inside of its own firm. We picked Elite Trader Funding as an example. What's their highest ranked account? Oh, it's their static. Makes sense. Everything else, yeah, sort of mid, right? But you can see some good sleeper hits that certain firms may have that you didn't think. You might be trading a firm and realize that you might be trading the wrong account. Which one's the easiest? Oh, the static is the easiest, right? Which one gives the best return on investment? The fast track 10K static here, right? So you can kind of go through and see this, which one has the best reviews. Actually, this is for the firm level, and then reviews, of course, as well. Now, I want you guys to do me a favor in this beta. The first 100 reviews that we get, you're going to get a prize. So why is Blue Sky not listed? So in our beta, we only have 9 firms listed now. We launch on May the 4th, and every other firm that we have will be listed on there afterwards. Currently, Score, the code that we have, works in every single prop firm, period. So you can use our code with Blue Sky right now. How to check straight to funded accounts. So you'll go here. You'll go down to account type, straight to funded, and then you'll be able to filter by straight to funded. This is not a feature that's built in yet. The next patch that's going to come out will allow you to have straight to funded show up on the sort. Right now, we just have drawdown types, re-ranking them, and then of course, the different score systems. So now in the future, when you click straight to funded, it should list just the straight to funded accounts. Yeah. So you said monthly maps. Let's look at that really quick. On NASDAQ, on monthly maps, we are still in like bear territory for now, but still like strongly bullish, right? Going forward the next week, still very bullish there. S&P also still very bullish here. In liquidity pocket. I probably no selling off today. Like I said, I think after a little bit of pullback, this is probably going to rally. Probably still this week. Kind of like I'm giving the market like today and tomorrow just to kind of feel this out. I want to see the volatility stabilizes a little bit, and the market gets like sort of like dewy land on the other side of triple B. So what I'm actually waiting for, when I tell you guys, whenever I'm a little confused and I sit out, and I tell you guys to teach all the same reason, the same thing, sit out. In times like this, when you really don't know what's going on, let VIX interact with triple B and then make your decision. So really what I'm waiting for before I make a big decision is VIX getting to right here. If we bounce here and keep going, then I know we're going to get our sell off. If we get through this and bounce through it, then I know we're bullish until the next bear event. So in kind of like the transition, since VIX sort of, we rolled into the new contract after expiration, I'm waiting right now to see where we land to finish out the tone or the flavor of this market going forward. So this bullish sort of flavor is interrupted by what's now volatile, right? So volatility is going to give us some really good dips to play on, which is really nice. And we'll see what happens from here. Today, what I'm thinking, if I were trading this, I would be long at MHP, broke through, retest, moved to fill the gap, and that was a good trade. I think anything down in here is bull opportunity, at least for today, to support and hold. Whether we are selling off or not, I don't think we're happening, but I think we're still along this trajectory. And it's gonna play around there until VIX gets above triple B, then we break out. And if not, if VIX bounces off of it, then we get the sell off we want, which is probably gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. And I think we have FOMC. We have minutes last week. FOMC should be this week, right? Oh, no, next week. I thought that was this week. Next Wednesday. Okay. So has it been a week already? Okay. Trump tweeting some BS. Oh yeah, probably. Where are we supposed to leave the reviews? No, you can leave reviews now. So whatever firm that we have, if you leave a review for like any firm, whether it's good or whether it's bad, just, we're trying to test out the features. So if you can leave some reviews, that would be kind of cool. We're going to do a giveaway for people that leave reviews. So the first 100 people that leave a review, we're going to give you a prop account. Tomorrow CPI. Oh, nice. Wait, you've made 3 attempts to sign up for the website, changed emails, said failed to retrieve. Hold on, let me get a picture of that. Which browser are you working on, by the way? Janice Mendiola, can you go to the tech support and post in there like a screenshot? So we have some pretty cool events for you guys today. To celebrate the beta launch. Ooh, dude, I was walking the grocery store the other day. Literally walking, and I don't even remember doing anything but stepping the wrong way. I was walking, then all of a sudden it just felt like I got shot in the back. Like I just had this sort of like, ooh, and I was like, something just happened. Like I literally felt my back, and I was like, did I get shot or something? Because I had this like just sharp throbbing pain just come out of nowhere. Literally walking through the fucking aisle and just walking by, and then I get this, and I'm like, because you know, you get shot, you know, like a straight bullet, it's gonna hurt pretty bad. And I was like, am I bleeding? I'm like, what's? And I couldn't breathe for a minute. It was so bad. It winded me, bro. Winded me, and I was like, and I was like, are you all right? I'm like, I don't think I'm having a heart attack or anything. Something's going on. Anyways, dude, I must have stepped the wrong way or something. It says network error when attempting to fetch resources. Okay, all right. Let me take some of your info and let me get it to our developer, and we'll have a little fix in there for you. If you guys, if you're having issues getting your account signed up for PropScore, post in tech support, and we'll try to get a fix for that. What browser are you guys using that are getting that? Giannis and Malcazar, what browser are you guys using? I'm sitting down too much. I think that's probably what it is. Yeah, I have this new rule that IDOC and I are gonna get out every single day. We're gonna work out every single day. We're gonna at least take a walk every day because I gotta get up. Firefox. Okay. Gotta get a desk treadmill. That'd be good. But anyways, no, when I turn like a certain way, oh, right there. Oh, that was it. Dude, it wins me, man. It's so crazy. Hey, okay, so Ryu, if you're getting a prompt, since this is beta, this is what's important. You're gonna help us work out the bugs. Can you post a screenshot of that in the tech support channel? That way I can troubleshoot it real quick. Why can't you do a 1.5 to 1 R to R? You should be able to. Hold on. Yeah. Miss Vishno, look, I put in 1.2. Are you on mobile or are you on a different device? That's not a desktop. You're getting an error trying to sign up. Okay. All right, cool. All right, let me get this in here for you. Get this. Like I said, this is beta, so that's the point of this. We'll work through it and get you guys in. Failed to fetch. Okay. And during onboarding. Okay, hold on one second. You're on mobile during onboarding. Okay. So right now on the Discord, we're gonna do a giveaway for you guys today. If y'all want to head over to the Discord real quick. Actually, never mind. They didn't post about it. Can't choose 0.5. Okay, so some of these things, if you guys can do me a favor, there's a channel in the Discord. That's why we do beta. Like betas invite you guys in to come play with it. And oh, that does break it, huh? So play with it, find ways to break it, and then let us know. And then I will do, here's an example. And then there's a, if you go to the beta itself, there is a, hold on, bug report section. You guys go here and then, yeah, like liquidity, like Kyle just did. You'll come in here and post a screenshot and then whatever like the next number is and just follow the pattern. So if you have an issue, put like 9 and then post your bug and then we'll look at it. Validation error. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, so if you find things that like mess it up, just let us know, and then we'll get right on it. Within the next month, expect the following. There's going to be AI. So actually one more thing to kind of show you guys. If I want to look at two firms, say example, we'll pull up My Funded Futures has a new account they just came out with. And their new accounts are called the builder accounts. So say that I want to look at like which builder account is better. Currently, the 50K builder is slightly better than the 1500 builder is better than the 2000 builder. The PropScore is slightly higher. Okay, so I'm going to compare My Funded Futures brand new builder account. Say that you're already trading something like, let me pick up an example. Maybe Top Step. Okay. So let's say that like I used to trade Top Step, and I'm gonna compare Top Step's best account to the new builder account. So when you click on firm over here, it will rank every firm based on their top ranked account. So the one that's given like a 10, it's because that is the score of My Funded Futures highest ranked account. Take Profit's highest ranked account to 97. Top Step's highest ranked account is a 9.1. So let me compare that new builder account that I bought to this Top Step's best rated account for whatever reason. And I could say on top of that, Apex just came out with some brand new end of the day drawdown accounts that everybody's been talking about are the best, newest, biggest things. So who has the best account of all the newest ones that came out? Okay, Apex's best ranked end of the day drawdown account that all the influencers are saying is a game changer is only a 6, but let's add it to compare. So now I've added three different accounts to compare. I'm looking at My Funded Futures brand new best ranked brand new account with Top Step's best ranked account and Apex's best ranked end of the day account. Let's put them side by side. Now we can see which one is better and why. So down here, there's going to be all the scores, all the prices, all the everything listed next to each other. Total price, discounted price, all of that. What kind of activation data feeds and activation fees you have, total all-in costs, etc. And then you can see everything side by side. Yeah, if you put in less than half on R to R, then it fails to load in your results. Yeah, we have that bug. We're gonna get that. Usually like it divides by 0 or something. We'll figure it out. Just kidding, but simplicity. You can see, of these three, My Funded Futures builder account is easier than the other two. It also has the better ROI. It also has the better drawdown per price. It also has the quicker path to payout. It also has the best reviews. Now you can see that over here to the right, Apex's end of the day accounts are kind of trash. They're not even good in any aspect. Top Step's is pretty good. Like Top Step and My Funded Futures are almost neck and neck on this, but you see that My Funded Futures is ranked higher, and now you can see why. Well, it's ranked higher because it's an easier account with a slightly better ROI, with a slightly bigger drawdown per dollar you spend, and a faster path to payout per dollar you spend. It's actually better than the Top Step's best ranked account in every single way. Slightly better. And there might be people who say, well, I love Top Step. You're like, that's totally fine. But for every, like, so often that you spend, imagine you go to a restaurant and a steak is like $45. You go to a restaurant, a steak is $35. Well, every 5 steaks you buy at this other one, you get an extra steak for free because it's a better value. So with the same kind of example is that over time, you're going to spend less money with this account than this one. You're going to get more payouts with this one than this one, all things being equal. You're going to be easier time, fatter drawdowns to form rescue trades, even better reviews, so higher chance of being satisfied. So you can see that it wins in every category. So the debate is settled because these are just math equations. There's nothing the Top Step's best ranked account beats My Funded Futures newest account in any category. So when people are like, whatever, Top Step is better, you can say it's absolutely not. This is a cheaper steak, a bigger steak, a better cooked steak, a better reviewed steak, and a quicker time of service. It's better in every category. Every category it's better. There's no reason to even choose it other than your own personal stats. We showed earlier that if you fail a lot, Top Step ranks higher. This is default stats. It's not using your personal stats. This is default stats on the comparison. Future versions of this, you'll be able to carry your own stats over into the comparison and rank them that way. So, right. So The point becomes DLL, right? There is a little bit of a DLL, but in every category, you can see that the value is there. Now, personally, if you don't like DLL, then that's also yours to choose as well, right? Down here, this will actually tell you pros and cons, why one's better than the other, right? Why is Apex ranked so low and poorly? Well, it's got, again, the AI still needs a little bit more training, but it's got subjective payout rules. It looks like payouts are capped. Consistency rule, activation fee, a lot of these things bake into that. This is still a work in progress. We have AI like reading our data set and then making decisions. AI is still kind of weird at this point, like DLL versus MLL, like AI's writing this incorrectly. But essentially our database is going to be presented to you in plain English based on what's better. And we have like a ranking matrix for it to tell you like actual converted to plain English. Apex removes subjectiveness, 100% approval. It's still not. There's been people that I know have been trading Apex that got pushed to live 3 months ago and hadn't seen their live account yet. They just call it being pushed to live now. It's the craziest thing. But anyways. Yeah, have you ever seen the Apex is people taking about like blowing 10 grand on evals before getting a $5,000 payout? Right? Does it normalize the data grading on a curve? It does. So there's going to be some more explanation of how the score works in the future launch version of the site. But essentially we take the raw data set where everybody's distributed on each of the sort of, you know, you have like, actually, let me do this right. You have your 5 parameters, right? You have your 5 parameters, raw score from like 0 to whatever the raw score is. And so like you have parameter A, which is like, let's just example, overall score. And the firms are like distributed throughout, you know, the overall score. And then we create a bell curve, turn your head to the side off of this data. We create a bell curve like this, in a way. The mean is forced to 8, the best is forced to 10, and the worst is forced to 5. So everything is presented on a same scale to compare sites, to compare firms with each other, rather than just the raw ranking data is kind of useless in general. You want to see how the firms compare to each other. And so every firm being in there, you're going to actually see which one's actually mathematically better. So the way that it works is any firm that's 8 is the exact middle of all firms. Any account that's an 8 is an exact middle of all accounts that exist. Anything that's a 5 is the worst account on the list. Anything that's a 10 is the best account. Everything's forced on a curve. Yeah. So Apex is a 4.9 on a scale of 5 to 10, somebody said. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. And so the point of that, and it's an exponential curve such that the way that it works is that it works this way. Anything that's greater than 8 is stretched between 8 and 10. That way there's a good distribution of who's actually better. You're going to see like a 9, a 9.1, a 9.2, then a 10. That's the speed of this. But anything that's below an 8 sort of crammed together. You're going to see a lot of 5.1s and 5.2s and 5.3s. The junk piles just sort of like squished together. And then the winners are all stretched apart. So it's kind of like when you're looking at a marathon race, right? You're going to see, essentially, when you watch a marathon, you're going to see the following. When the winner crosses the finish line, you're going to see like a winner, a second place, and a third place, and nobody cares about, you know, 100th place. You know, all the people that are like below the top 10 are sort of just like, you're all losers. You didn't win. And then of course, like who's in the middle, you kind of don't care about anybody that's below average either. Like people want to watch a race and see who the top 3, the top 5 are. And, you know, when it's a photo finish, what do you do when it's a photo finish is you zoom in and spread out that photo to really see who won. So the difference between like these two people is huge. It's the difference, even though like they're close together, The talent difference is monumental. It's like like, you know what I'm saying? Like Olympic skaters, a 1/10 of a point is like a decade of extra practice. So that's what we represent in this sort of curve. The difference between if it took you like, 20 hours versus 21 hours, they're both really bad. It doesn't matter. But here, a firm that is just a 1/10 of a point better is going to be ranked the difference between like a 9.4 and a 10. So we like zoom in to the photo finish. That's the way that's going to work. So normalizing data, like the highest non-normalized is 9.1, but since that was the highest, it's a 10. So that's not how that works. The data is normalized on a raw data set. The raw data set is not between 0 and 10. The raw data set are actual numerical values. So it's kind of like if you took score times in a race, this person finished in 50 minutes, this person finished in 60 minutes, this person finished in 120 minutes, and then 50 was your 10 and 120 was your 5. So the raw data, you're not gonna have a raw data score that's inside the curve because the raw data set is not 5s and 10s. We just put it on a scale like that. The only reason we chose 5 and 10 instead of 0 is because I'm sure firms would be very mad if they were ranked as a 1, right? 5 is just chosen to be nice. We called 5 in our scale is actually equal to 0. 5 is just dog shit. And we don't even say dog shit. We call it needs improvement, right? Because I have this sort of like, visibility in this space, and every single person in this space that has like a ranking site or something, they tend to like tell you that something's either great or something's either shit. And then it's easy to say, oh, you're just ranking your favorites and you're dogging on the things that don't pay you. So for us, we were like, all right, we'll soften the blow for the shit pile and we're going to be nice and give you a 5. Needs improvement. And then we're going to coach you on how your shit sucks and help you fix it up. So, like for example, on a raw scale, Apex's end of the day drawdown accounts between a 0 and a 10 are ranked like a 0.8, something like that, like less than 1. So obviously see a firm with like a score of a 1, you'll probably be like, what's up with that? So we thought, we thought we would be nice with the scale in 5 to 10, and 8's the middle. So the whole point is that you can see, because let's just pretend, like, let me tell you an example. Every prop firm out there, you're designed to lose money statistically. So there's really like no such thing as a good prop firm. So in reality, they're all equally good or all equally bad at the same time, however you choose to view it. If you're a good trader, it matters like which one is good for you. If you're a bad trader, which one's good for you. They all have the potential to give you a payout. Statistically, all of you will lose money to prop firms over time. So in reality, the return on investment for all prop firms is less than what you put in on average per person. So it's like, so what really matters is if you choose to walk into the casino knowing that, which one has the best odds for the game you're playing. And that's really kind of the point of this. Make sense? Did you send it, Blue Sky send in review? Oh, kick ass. Awesome. Okay. We're getting all these little bugs fixed right now that you guys are trying to create accounts and log in. So we should have that fixed in a little bit. Does that make sense though? It's kind of like saying like, what's the return on investment at a casino? No, you're going to lose money at the casino. Sometimes you might get paid out. The point is like not being S&P resilience now went negative, so this is actually resistance from half cap now. Interesting. Nasdaq bouncing on MHP. This is probably a long opportunity for those of you that are trading. Where'd my prop score go? A little bit of waving down with NASDAQ here. Orange is the dynamic MHP from overnight. So it doesn't have a label on it because it's manually drawn on the chart. So either case, like as time goes by, PropScore's gonna have a lot more features for you guys. It's gonna be pretty cool what we're gonna do. And so far so good. Like we have the comparison, the scores, different models, and you can play with it and find which firms. And the cool thing is that here also every deal will be programmed into it. So whatever, you know, whatever code that we have is going to be programmed here. Just click the button. Like say you want to buy my funded futures or whatever, take profit. You're going to go here, just click the button. It'll go to the site and then, you know, input the code and then you get the deal. And then we get the best discounts in all the prop space as well. So, you know, prop firms do discounts with different people. We're considered one of the biggest prop affiliates on the planet. So we get the best discount, better discounts. And we're gonna have a loyalty program. So obviously, like as you use our code, you could submit your payout, you know, and all that stuff to us and submit your purchases. And then we'll give you guys all kind of stuff. You can convert that to Rocket Scooter memberships. You can convert that to free accounts. You can convert that to swag, all kind of stuff. So when we fully launch, we have all kind of kick-ass things. Approve your review to post in Discord. Wait, to approve your review? What do you mean? With the Discord. What do you mean, sir? So, chat, what do you think about the design of the site? Y'all like it? Hopefully it's helpful. Now the goal with this is to make it free for you guys. The goal when I say for free is as follows, right? Like you guys use our code and we get affiliate dollars from it. So we're pumping that back into this whole effort, hired a whole team of people to give our community a better, just a better chance of all making money. That's the whole point. Like we're all in this to make money together, right? Make money, make as much as we can from trading, make as much as we can from props. And at least something like this, hopefully my goal is up your win rate with props, up your payout rate with props, give you guys a better experience in general. And in a world that's designed to market shit to you and not give you like full transparency and honesty of what you're being introduced to. So, you know, as we're always like known for the people that create cool shit for the space, to me, it's kind of exciting, I think, to build something cool for y'all. And to build something you guys are going to find useful. And so if you keep using like, you know, everybody else has a code and everybody else out there has like, you know, like different random stuff they do. There seems to be some, where's my news here? There seems to be some kind of event going on. Holy shit. Somebody, let me get my news here. Did somebody like, there it is. I don't see it. Somebody tweet something, somebody say something, ceasefire broken, what's going on? I'll look for the news here on this one. Nothing I can see on the pipelines yet. A little bit of a flood. See, I'm saying is like, that's why I'm like, I'm going to reset and just kind of like recalibrate. Market's still trying to do stuff related to the war stuff. So let me see what comes out in a little bit. So watching financial juice. Nasdaq just dropped 100 points in a quick little burst there. Not really sure. Trump says highly unlikely I'll extend the ceasefire with Iran. Oh, okay. See, market's still sensitive to all that talk. Yeah, Trump. Yeah. VIX above triple B, you're going to be so sensitive to any kind of news. Like I said, we got to let this crap recalibrate our minds around this market. You're still trading from news event to news event. And by far, the Million Challenge has been one of the most stressful things that I have done in my entire life. Not because it's stressful to trade, but it's stressful to trade this environment. Like, you know, I'm trying to put on a good spectacle, a good show off some kick-ass risk management. But also, you know, trading pretty heavy for y'all's entertainment, but also, you know, trying to go for a goal. And no matter what you're trying to do, the president has dictated direction in this market from a single tweet. Your structure right here just swept all your stops because of a bullshit comment or something, right? It has been a headache and a half to trade in this environment. I promise you guys, it has been crazy. It's like, in hindsight, I wish I was only trading props and not even though I did pretty well. I mean, you know, I took out like what, 350 and then 300 two different times in a row. But I almost wish I had some days in there that were just like heartbreaking days because of bullshit news, right? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about it. Whether you're long, whether you're short, it's just it's a complete dice roll that your structure holds or not. It's crazy. Trump should be investigated. I'm not gonna lie, like, it seems the headline producers themselves also have vested interest in the headlines they themselves put out there. But I think Trump's own speech writers themselves, you know, and his advisors clearly, you know, have their hands in the pockets in Wall Street, and then they're, you know, sort of like all coincidentally spinning what needs to be said. It's almost like covering their tracks, like, hey, we want to go on a big buying spree this week and we want the market to go up, so, you know, every other day just keep adding fuel to the bullfire until we say stop. You know what I mean? Trump says will not open the Strait of Hormuz till deal is signed. Ceasefire expires Wednesday evening, Washington time. Vance will leave for Pakistan later on Monday. Highly unlikely he'll extend the ceasefire with Iran. The market's just like responding to these things. And then probably, like I said, I almost wish since October, November, December that I was having a less headache. I wish I did this challenge last year or next year. Pure market manipulation, that's all it is. And the hardest part is that no matter what you choose to do, no matter what your structure is, no matter what your setup is, you're kind of at the mercy of whatever random thing is said or done at that time. And then you just kind of either have to have enough in your account to withstand the drawdown. You know what I mean? And just kind of be like, you know, well, I don't believe that news, let me hold through it. Or try to trade technical and then take a bunch of stops for ultimately right. It's very tough. It's very tough to make 700K in this environment. Very tough. Okay, let's... All right, friends, we have a couple giveaways planned for y'all today. Let me get my, let me get the old spinny bot out here. Spinny bot. All right, we got a lot to give away today. Okay. All right, so first and foremost, we're gonna start off with the ETF accounts, what we always do. I'm gonna take a quick little bathroom break here. But do me a favor, friends, type in, oh, ow. I'll get started with this. Well, y'all can feel the difference in this market, right? It feels so different. Like everything is so different, right? If it's trading different, not the same feeling like it has been. I'm not sure it's very tough for y'all. So don't be discouraged if you're having a hard time with it. All right, type it in, guys. I'll be right back, friends. Oh, dang. Look, market's selling off here. Lower DD band. Look what's going on. Ooh. All right. And that's like last night when I was looking at this. When you open it below monthly hedge pressure, you're going to get that sort of acceleration, volume induced selling on MHP break, reject, sell. Pretty normal course of action there. Get back onto the path and one to stay on. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys, type it in. Giveaway about to get started here. We're gonna bounce from here. I think that this is a good opportunity. If I were, like I said, if I were still maintaining my bullish stance on this is an entry point right here. Yeah. Wait, Google said what? You cannot sign into this app because it not comply with Google's OAuth 2 policy. You are the app developer, you must register the JavaScript source and the Google Cloud. Oh, are you talking about like sign in through Google? Like for PropScore? Okay. Cat line's gonna be pretty far away. I don't think we would consider measuring a cat except for probably from here. It's only 30 points. So you got like 100 something points for a catalyst for S&P. I think the actual risk interval distance for S&P 66 points. Oh, okay, 66. So, if you were to take it from like this midpoint here, you're talking about like closer to DD band where we cat active line. You signed up through Google and it worked? Okay, so Malcazar, I don't know what you're having an issue with. You didn't think there were red days anymore? It's been quite a while, right? Yeah, this is a long entry point from the lower DD band. Hit that like button, guys. Smash it. Smash it. Get those likes up, friends. You know how it goes. 427. Let's get those up to 500. I'll spin the wheel. Using Google domain. Good on your end with Google. Yeah, I'm not sure because like when I signed, I've done the test with Google. I didn't have any issues with it either. I'm not sure your specific Google domain though. What is the are you trying to sign in with like an @google.com email? Is that what it is? Or an @Gmail? Like what are you like we're trying to sign up with Google? Like which Google domain are you trying to sign up through? That's the question I want to know. No, the person that can't get in. S&P breaking MHP to the downside. Oh my God, what a flip-floppy market, man. The Gmail account, you have the same error? Don't. Okay, hold on. Okay. Passed MFU one day and passed made 375 in your real account. Think you're done trading? And this is what this environment's like for everybody. All right, guys. Y'all ready for some action? You're ready for some giveaway action? You ready for some GMs action? Do me a favor, friends. Make sure you stay tuned to not only what's going on here in the channel, but kind of keep yourself, turn on notifications over at the PropScore Discord, because they're going to be doing giveaways all day today there too. For those of you helping us with the beta, we're going to reward y'all with tons of giveaways there.
the losses and the wins. Scalping on the futures, trying hard to make my end. Rocket scooter on the string, hope rising in my chest. If that wheel stops on my name tonight, Lord, I give you all my best. Said I, pick me, let the blessings fall my way. Whoa, whoa, direct the funded so I can pay these bills today. Oh, I, pick me, I'm reaching out in faith.
All right, first spin wheel. We're gonna about wait, what? We've got like 7 accounts to give away this morning. 7 today. Here, a bunch of them in the Discord, tons of stuff. All right, cool. All right. Scratch on the website release. Yeah, beta release is active today. We're still getting our, like, you know, our feet wet with the Discord and our feet wet with like everything else. But it's getting there. We're super pumped about it.
So I can pay these bills today. Oh, I pick me. I'm reaching out in faith. Call my name out loud and set this trader on his way. Oh, pick me.
Jay Honey.
Standing here in grace. Oh, pick me. Just let that wheel land on my name. Oh, I pick me. I'm waiting, hoping, leaning on your favor. Pick me. Let me get my payout. Da 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 da.
Rocket scooter zooms past the sun.
Congratulations. All right. To claim the prize, you must do one of 2 things. Number 1, you must follow. There's a poll here. Do me a favor. Poll has all the info you need. You must be in the Discord. You must follow us on Twitter. So head over to the PropScore Discord. There's a YouTube channel there. That's where we claim the prize now, not the contest channel anymore in Rockscooter Discord. All the giveaways with prop stuff. The way we're doing now is we're separating props and Rockscooter. The people at Rockscooter were like, you know, focus on Rockscooter. People in PropScore focus on props. So all the prop stuff going out is going to go to the PropScore Discord. Link in description below the video. PropScore Discord. Head over there. There's a YouTube channel. You'll locate an admin there named Slack. Send him a message. The screenshot of you following us on Twitter. We'd appreciate that. And then a screenshot of your YouTube ID. Good deal. All right, that's the first one. Hang tight, because in 5 minutes we'll do another one, guys. Smash the like button really quick. You posted a new song. Oh yeah, so the song submission now. Song submission channel, guys, has been moved over to the PropScore Discord as well. We're gonna land, posted some new bangers. Let's check it out. I dig it. So I think, guys, I think to celebrate the PropScore launch, as we're gonna be giving away 1,000 prop accounts this month to everybody here. We do giveaways throughout multiple places. Giveaways on Twitter, giveaways in the Discord, giveaways here on the stream. But also, I know I told you guys taking a break from prop trading for a little bit. until we got PropScore launch. I was like, I'm going to take a break from prop trading, focus on the challenge. I think now, like, we had a talk over last week, since we're focusing everything on like PropScore launch, I'm going to start doing more prop trading as the focus of the stream is shifting back towards PropScore stuff now. So I'm probably going to jump into some TPT accounts and maybe something else I haven't done. Back to what I was doing before. Now we got the beta launch. Everything's good. I got things off my plate. Got everything tied down. We're good. Now it's like, okay, now I can put things back on my plate. So I don't know. What should I trade? Do Apex. I might as well just cut them a check. Just hand them my money. Now you have to deal with the accounts. Lucid would be fun. I do like Lucid a lot. On paper, I've never tried it, so that'd be fun. Maybe I try Lucid. Lucid and TPT. The Apex hate is crazy. I mean, they rank as a 6 in PropScore, like, it's justified. And that's not even based on reviews. What's the issue with Apex? Apex is one of the lowest ranked end of the day drawdown accounts on PropScore. The stats on Apex account are so bad. Do you like a no-name firm that nobody's heard of? Oh, yeah. Rockstar's gonna have to make money with Apex. Somebody, I guess you can make money. Do a no-name firm. That'd be kind of cool. The 50K intraday was ranked as a 10. So, in its own category, let me start over with that. When you go to the categories, trailing drawdown, there's only four firms on that list, and there's a scale of 5 to 10. So it's hard to rank the trailings because we don't have a lot of them on there. Out of the beta, when you get 100 accounts, you'll see how they all rank. Now, its trailing isn't that bad. If you actually go to here, now again, it's only got 4 other things it competes against. So the way the scoring works, it only competes against its own category. So end of the day, there's plenty of accounts on end of the day. If I go here, you know, that's a lot of people at end of the day drawdown. As far as trailing goes, it's a much smaller list. So as far as like trailing drawdown goes, on default model, on like expected payout versus min payout versus max monthly payout, you can see there's a smaller list, but you can see there's definitely a scoring. If I go to like rank by firm, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so you get, oh, that's kind of weird how by account. So I guess when they're tied, this interesting thing when they both have exactly the same score. One of them's ranked first and second, one of them's ranked first and second. So I guess there's no, that's a bug, I gotta fix that. When they're both equal, they both should be considered best in class. Yeah, okay. So, right, so I would say that on the intraday trailing drawdown, they're actually ranked pretty okay. The new improvements actually ranked them a little higher, but again, there's only 4 firms that you can really compete them against, and they're all pretty good. So it's kind of hard to, you know, 9.7, 10, and 10. So the 3 that we have on there, pretty good for intraday. The one I make fun of is the end of the day accounts, because that was the one that they flew around and told everybody, promote this, it's going to be the game changer. And then they come out with these accounts that turn out to be, you know, some of the worst in the business. And so it just kind of goes to show how little, you know, people do read into these things. The end of the day accounts at Apex are completely garbage. Like, that's what I'm making fun of. The intraday is pretty good. Not that bad. The 50K is ranked the best one out of all of them. And of course, it's got the best ROI of all the ones. So if you are trading the Apex, the 50K is the way to go. That's how you make that decision, right? So it's the best bang for your buck. But the end of the days, yeah, they're all ranked pretty much worse on the list. So that's kind of like the best point of it, right? You can see like a firm comes out with a new account and then it's just sort of fizzles out. But it gets memed because they flew out here a couple times to hang out with me and iDoc and take us to dinner. and try to sell us on this idea of like pushing this new account they're making. And it was trash from the start. We knew it and put it in the beta ranking, came out really low rank, and then I wasn't necessarily wanting to be like a hired hand that's gonna say, oh, it's the best that ever. They're gonna say, you know, tell everybody it's game changing, you know, want you to tweet that it's like the best thing ever and really hype it up. And I'm like, yeah, but it's crap. The end of the day is worse than trailing. Well, that's what PropScore does, right? When you go there and you can read, it tells you why. So that's the neat part about the site. You guys type in my fun and futures, do a little giveaway here. If you want to see, like, you go to the account and you want to see, like, if for example, oh man, I wish I can do this here. If I go to compare, let's like clear everything out. If I were to compare like what's best in class with these guys versus like what's worse in class. Oops, let me do add to compare. Compare. You can actually see what the main difference is between them. The end of the day drawdown has consistency role on funded, huge DLL, and DLL and consistency on funded just immediately will nuke your score. So compared to like what makes the trailing somewhat better, you get actually better return on investment of the possible payout you can take for the dollars that you put in. And plus the intradays are just dirt cheap to lose. So any of the accounts that are dirt cheap to lose will rank pretty high if you have a pretty high failure rate. At the end of the day, they just don't compete with everybody else. So expensive to buy. 90% off with an activation fee if you pass. Total all-in cost $1.39. Even if you pass one, it's $139 for one account, and it's you got end of the day in trailing drawdown. I'm sorry, end of the day drawdown, which is good, but you also have consistency in DLL, which is bad. For equivalent, you can go to My Funded Futures and go get one of like the new builder accounts, and you won't have consistency, you won't have DLL, and it's cheaper price, all-in cost. So they lose in every category. But that's kind of what PropScore is designed to tell you, right? But yeah. There's not a lot of prop firms with statics. You know why? Because statics are really easy to pass, and they're very, very, very good. Statics rank really high altogether. When you look at all the static ranking that we have, the static accounts are just goated. And a lot of firms don't do static because statics are easy for you guys to pass, and they're gonna lose a lot of money on it. So it's really hard to get a good static. Apex used to have one, but it was really bad too. I don't know if they actually got rid of it in the new plans. Let me see really quick. Do they still have static accounts? No, they got rid of it. All right, it's a good song. I like it. All right, next up.
MHP's rising like smoke from the wires, liquidity snapping.
Futures desk static. Yep, they sold it top step.
Just look drunk, the algo's high.
Somebody said if you aren't profitable, their account works for you to find your edge. That's basically the value there. And we learned that through PropScore. Like, what is the value with Apex? Well, it's cheap to fail, right? Top Step is kind of the same way. Why do people flock to those to begin with? Because they started to find out that as they're failing, they're losing very cheaply, but they're not ever getting a payout. But while you're finding your edge, it is very cheap to fail. Once you have an edge in trading and you're doing well, you're going to graduate from a Top Step and graduate from Apex and trade something that actually has good P&L potential. My Funded Futures, Take Profit, Lucid, like those are the ones that you really want to care about once you're actually serious about getting a payout. Yeah. Manasi124, congratulations. All right, go to the PropScore Discord, link in the description below the video. Go to the YouTube channel, send a screenshot of your YouTube ID and a screenshot of you following our PropScore Twitter account. Claim your prize. You must do both of those things. Claim your prize or you forfeit the prize. We have another giveaway planned. Earn to trade. You guys don't know. Huge, right? We don't hear about them anymore. But if you guys don't remember, the two prop firms that started this whole thing. PropScore, as I mentioned, My Fund and Futures Pro accounts. It should. Let's go here really quick. My Fund and Futures. Let's go there. Accounts. Pro accounts are here. They're here. Yeah, so Earn the Trade kind of fell off, probably because when like influencer marketing took off, they weren't really doing it. They didn't really fall off either. They just sort of fell out of the social media spotlight because they didn't really work with affiliates and work with people, really, you know? And so they're one of the OGs that started this, by the way. They were just like with Top Step when they all started. It was all like, you know, eval to live sort of thing. And now that everybody's doing some funded, now they're making a huge comeback and a huge return. Earn to Trade has always been sort of like one of the OGs of the space. People don't remember that. 10 years ago, before the prop explosion, they were like I think the second prop firm to start. Second or third. They were one of the OGs back in the day. I knew some of the guys that were originally on the team that made it. Some of the guys who were on the original team that made it are Rock Scooter Lifetime members, coincidentally. Alpha Funded is really good according to people who have used them. We also have a code score there for Alpha Funded, Adam, if you want to check it out. Alpha is one of the ones that's growing and a lot of people are talking about it. Haven't heard anything bad about him yet. Fund and Futures Network not on the site. It's beta, so it's going to take us between now and May the 4th to get everything in to the site. So as every day pops up, we'll have more accounts being released. The auditing firm has to go through and audit every site, like for details. You know what I'm saying? We have to like solve discrepancies. Sometimes these sites will publish something, but their FAQ will say something different than the publishing on the account. So our auditors have to like clarify every detail on every firm to make sure it's exact, and then create an upkeep to where if they change something, we have it 100% right. So currently right now, Rocket Scooter tools are being put onto, resilience is being built into Go charting. Also, we're working on right now getting the NinjaTrader stuff set up. So our current project right now, our developers building in the NinjaTrader. So you do have to have an X. Brad's saying the new Discord is good. Well, it just depends. Every giveaway is going to be different. So if you want to maximize your efforts, you need to follow us on X. That's also part of my giveaways today. You don't have to have an X, but you can't do all my giveaways. Brad and Neon might do theirs different. But here's what you can do. You can make an X account, like just make one, follow us, and then you're done. Take the screenshot. You can keep that with you forever, and that's it. We're gonna celebrate. See, like I said, we're gonna be doing giveaways all across the board with all kind of props that you've never heard of, never even known, the good ones, all of them that may not be getting the same social media presence. They're not, you know, they're not sim farming firms that are putting billions of dollars into marketing, but they're good and they're established. And so a lot of them have affiliate programs that you don't see people work with. And we reach out to every single one of them, and they're very supportive of PropScore, because PropScore is going to level the playing field, not just marketing budgets, but which firms are actually good. Certain Trade's offering us a 25K, a 50K, and a 100K account, the TCP to trade. And then we'll do 2 blue skies after this. How's that sound? Yeah. On a funded, my funded features 150K pro account with 4.5 drawdown, I wouldn't go above 2 contracts. If you're trying to be serious, I wouldn't go above 2 contracts on NASDAQ, and I wouldn't go above 4 on the S&P. 2 contracts on NASDAQ is 1,600 points every 40. So that gives you about 3 trades to be wrong per day for you bust. And about 4.5 trades or 5 trades for S&P on 4. So I do 2 and 4 on my 150Ks. Anyways, like I said, you guys, the PropScore, we're gonna have giveaways with everybody. We're gonna have free accounts with everybody. And you guys, the whole point is, if you get something for free, go use it, check it out and see if you like it, then come back and leave a review. That's the whole pipeline here. So let me give you a little pipeline. All right, you get an account for a firm you never used before, go use it, tell us your experience, come back and review it on the site, and keep the ball rolling. If you don't have a Twitter account, make one really quick. Just make a quick one. Go follow us and take the screenshot that you followed us, and then you don't have to ever log into it again. We're almost at 1,000 followers on our Twitter in the first week. Kick ass. Really appreciate you guys supporting that. Means so much to me. Should be 1,000 now. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. It means a whole lot to me. Okay, we have another thing, guys. Discord giveaway starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. So that is the minute I go to My Funded TV. Everybody needs to hop in the Discord because we're doing a little giveaway there. And you guys can hang out there, obviously, in that Discord. Chill out with us. Winners will be drawn at 1 p.m. Eastern. 3 blue sky 50K launch accounts. Kick ass. Blue sky. Tonight in the evening, we're doing some, and there's a brand new firm, Next Gen. A lot of people are talking about it too. We have some Next Gen accounts to give away tonight as well. Tons of good deals going on with some of our prop friends out there. Like I said, as of today, what? We have 1,000 members of Discord as of today. Oh my God. 1,000 on Twitter, 1,000 Discord. That makes me happy, guys. Yeah, I see as partner of Blue Sky. Yeah, nothing bad to say about Blue Sky. They've been a really cool firm to work with and talk to them and get to know them. This is pretty good. So the guys on this team, it's your own community members. That's the best part. So your own community members, guys, that have been with you since the start, Rocket Scooter, we all kind of banded together to build this. That we built this tool for ourselves, but it's so awesome to see like everybody stepping up to like build this thing. You know, got Farina, got Liquidity here, and Pete. There's a lot of people that you've seen, a lot of the mods here, stepping up to just sort of build this for each other. It's really nice, you know. We're making this for y'all, and they're putting a lot of effort into it, so. All right, first winner coming right up. This is for a earn and trade CCP 25K account. Kick ass going on over there. So, like I said, earn and trade is one of the OGs. I'm curious what you guys think about it. That's the whole point of this too, right? I'm really curious what you guys think about it. Try it out. It's free. You got nothing to lose. And then at the end of it, if you guys try out any of these accounts, we're gonna give away tons of accounts with a ton of props. If you like it, that's good. We usually get a pretty decent discount with all of them. The code SCORE everywhere. So if you guys are using props, type in code SCORE. It'll support this whole effort. We're gonna do more giveaways here than any 5 streamers combined, I bet. This is such a huge network that we've built. It's bigger than what anyone else is doing. So if you guys try out the account, you like it, write something good about it. You don't try out the account, or you try out the account and you hate it, write something bad about it. Like, we want to build our reviews out. So if you guys win the giveaway, feel free to leave a review on your experience with the firm. That's pretty important to us. The integrity's there. You guys' voice will be heard. If you get payout denials, run around from tech support, bullshit, we want to know about it, right? We want to be that agency that knows everything. So, heck yeah, friends. Oh, y'all are so nice. Thank you. 1,000 Discord members and 1,000 followers on Twitter in the first week. Means a lot. All right, this is for a 50K. Y'all let me know, because back in the day when earn to trade was huge, I didn't trade props. I wasn't into props. I was like, you know, props are pass and eval and get funded. There's no sim funded back in the day. So it was like, it didn't, shorts are way faster, man. Next winner, congratulations. It didn't make any sense back in the day for me to jump into props. I was like, why would I pay money to get funded when I'm already self-funded? So I never really looked into it. But the whole sim funded thing that was created made it more appetizing because, you know, there was a quick turnaround. There's a difference between trading and then giving an account and then having to trade again to get a payout, which is what, you know, prop firms originally were. But remember, GOAT, the point is, it's not just total time and market. Once we get the score on there, we'll have to see, you know, what actually is good, right? What actually is bad. So, right. We won't know until we get all the ranks up there and you guys can actually see. Yeah, you guys, let me know. I'm curious if y'all like the earn the trade accounts. After we do this, we'll be doing a blue sky in a little bit.
Karate Matt here to kick your ass. I'll fight the bears and show no class. Are you a troll? Go fuck yourself. I hope your head draw down. Karate Matt here to kick some ass. Karate Matt.
Explain earn the trade. That's the thing. I don't know much about it because I've never traded with them. So that's where you guys come in handy. Let's take a look at it though. They have TCP 100, 25, and 50K accounts. So that last one was for 50K. This for 100K. Let's check it out though. Let's look into it. Like I said, we're gonna give every firm the full up and down look through. Let's see. Let's get some info. 50, 25K, and 100. What do they start for? Okay, so these are the size. So 100. It looks like you go through steps to go to, live account steps. So you have a starting capital eval. Then you go to the sim funded step. Looks like. And then you go to live, and then you can work your way up in a live account. Looks like you can take different steps through live. So I don't know all the different plans here, but let's read about it. So it looks like in your live account, once you hit this profit goal, beating these limits, then I think you graduate and go to this one. Then you graduate and go to this one. So it looks like it's a step up. That's actually pretty cool. Like a step up to the live system, which is kind of neat. End of the day drawdown 3,500. There is a daily loss limit, but the ratio is pretty good. When you look at DLL, you want to see drawdown per DLL and profit goal. So sorry, profit goal to DLL ratio. So if that anything 3 is pretty standard, 2 is like really good, and 1 is like angelic if you have the same profit goal in DLL. 3 is about like the average point, so anything above 3 is horrible. So this is roughly less than 3, which is good. So essentially, 3 days to lose to hit, same as your profits are on 1-to-1. Yeah, DLL is hard. Wait, DLL, is it a hard breach? Are you sure? Let's look this up. Let's start this up. DLL being a hard breach is a little unusual. Let's see if we can find this crash course. All right. Wait, hold on. Is there like an FAQ? Let's see if this is. Let's just go here. All right. I want to type an email. All right. Is DLL a hard breach and eval? Let's see what the old AI bot says. Oh, okay. Oh, so that is a little harder. Okay. That's good to know. Thanks for the warning on that. So DLL is hard breach. Oh my God. That's very punishing. Well, all right, let's go away 100K account. This was for 100K. Yeah, that's a pretty hard roll. Yeah, that's a pretty bad roll. But here's the part, right? As our auditors meet with the prop firms to like coach them and talk to them about these things, our goal is to help the prop firms improve their rules for you guys. So be careful, DLL is hard breach, yeah. So all you have to do, guys, again, is just not hit it. You're gonna have to close your trade out on your own. So give yourself a slightly tighter DLL and just program it into your own platform. There you go. There's a workaround. Easy as that. All right. You know what I'm saying? Just set it yourself. You should be good. Remember, there's always ways to get around stuff. We're the kind of person to figure it out ourselves. So with this one, now be careful because when you do stop loss gets hit and it fires the order, it might fill you past DLL. Don't let it auto breach. Don't let it auto liquidate you. So don't ever go to full liquidation. Go to your trade of go to your trade ovate and set your own daily loss limit. Just don't hit it. Easy as that. Can you give them a 4 until that rule is fixed? Yeah. That's a tough one. But the thing is that in reality, it's not really a rule. There's a workaround. So it's not even a rule anymore, right? So you guys have just learned how to convert it to a situation where that doesn't happen. See, we teach you how to beat all the prop firms here. So now in this situation, all you have to do is program your own and then you don't ever breach it. Just give yourself $100 underneath it. You should be fine. I think that's good habit though, to teach you guys to put your own freaking stop losses in there. Okay, we'll take a little bit of a break and then we'll do blue sky in a little bit. That's our next one. Congratulations, winners. Do me a favor. Like I said, trade the accounts. Let me know how it is, but make sure you put in your own. Here's the thing with these guys though. They're different and they're the old school prop firms. The old school prop firms focus more on quality live program than sim to fund it. It's a whole different story. And these guys, because you go to live very quick. Don't think of it like, now let me tell you again, think of them all like this. There's a whole legacy of props that existed before COVID and Apex and Top Step marketed the sim funded shit to the top. Even Top Step used to be eval to live. You would pass the eval, you would go to live. They used to all be like this, where you would just have to trade a long time and then you go to live. They all be like this. With these older firms, the focus is on the live program. They really want good traders to go live and they give you real capital and then you go through the steps. The fact that like Earn to Trade sort of trying to adapt to the sim funded is out of necessity because that's kind of what's hot right now. But their focus really is get you to live and then move you up. Any firm to go, think of it like this. You're trying to go live, right? So it's going to be a longer path to live more than anything. This is not like a sim farm type firm where you're going to go there and try to farm sim funded payouts. This is like you want to go through their live step up program. It seems pretty decent. Like I said, I've never been through it, but the old school firms are all like that. You cannot set your daily loss limit on Trade of 8 or Earn a Trade. Oh, so you just have to do your own. Okay, so your own stop loss. Now you got to pay attention to your own stop losses there then. Yeah, the winners have been drawn. Winners, go to the Discord, go to the YouTube channel, post a screenshot of your YouTube ID. Also, post a screenshot of you following our Twitter account. Link is in this poll here in the chat, friends. Really appreciate you guys helping us grow out the socials. Farina has a huge giveaway plan for you guys right at 12:30, which is in 30 minutes from now in the Discord itself. You know, our Rocket Scooter channel has always had its own Discord, but it's for supporting Rocket Scooter and Rocket Scooter traders. This stream is all kind of people. Props traders, My Funded Futures people, random people that stop in. You may not have a Discord to hang out with some really high-level traders, high-level talk, and really some good people in the prop space. This Discord was made for you guys, and it's 100% free. It's going to be huge community stuff, all kind of things from education to trader training to, you know, tons of giveaways, and a free Discord for you guys to call home if you don't have one. Every other Discord is full of, you know, gurus and phonies trying to sell you something. This one's not going to be like that. There's no pitch. There's no sell. There's no anything. It's just a community Discord. You can hang out with all of us, kick-ass traders, learn from us, and not have to be somewhere where someone's always trying to sell you something. We already have one of the biggest Discords, period, at Rocket Scooter. And it's already crazy to see this one already has 1,000 people in the first weekend it's been open. Crash course on how to use Discord. Think of like a like a chat room, a chat house, if you may. And when you go into the house, there are a bunch of rooms in the house, if that makes sense. And each room has something different people are doing. This room, they're playing games. This room, they're talking about trading. Think of it as like Microsoft Messenger. Think of it as like AOL chat from like the 80s, from the 90s. For OGs, for here, you guys, we're going to do a special role if you join the beta squad, which means you just click, there's a channel in there called PropScore Beta Squad, and you go there, click the emoji, it'll assign you the beta role, and the beta role is a special one-time only tag that you can get only for being an early adopter. There will be special events and special giveaways and whatever, maybe some merch for the beta boys. But get that role, just click the emoji, it gives it to you. And if you have any question about how to do anything in Discord anyways, just jump in there and hop in the tech support channel and then ask them. They'll give you a tour and walk you around. Why is Matt causing you betas? It's okay. As nerds, we ourselves are beta types, right? Actually, I think like Rocket Scooter community is probably the biggest group of alpha nerds I've ever met. These are like the math nerds that didn't get shoved in the lockers. These are the math nerds that did the shoving themselves. Now, again, guys, if you're tuning in, I told y'all last week I was going to recalibrate. Once this sort of craziness around the ceasefire, opening the strait, and all this is finally over with, Wednesday, right, is the deadline. I think I'm going to like recalibrate and just kind of chill for a little bit. Last week was scary crazy as far as like structure breaks. I mean, every time I try to do something, structure seems to break and jump to the bull side. The bull trades were hot, the bear trades all failed, and then I just sort of like, remember 2-3 weeks ago I took out the last withdrawal, and then last week I took some hits, and I'm like, I'm gonna recalibrate. So I'm not gonna really do much until maybe next week. This week I'm gonna kind of take it easy, and probably in celebration of PropScore launch, I might probably jump into some TPT accounts just to do something, but not to risk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you feel like the market's in a specific mode where you feel like the odds of whatever it is you do are just not working, it's best to just step back, size down, de-risk, and this is like the perfect time to say, you know, practice trading, do some props, lose pretty cheaply, like today's example. Or I could sit an A+ pivot with all the confluences, and then Trump says something and then it falls right through it, right? The crazy thing is, the minute we're at the spot that matters, it's like the news comes out. It's so crazy how that works out, right? And yesterday we're rejecting MHP like you would expect. And then pre-market, we busted through it just to jump back to the other side. I mean, this is a little unusual. Things are happening exactly as you'd want them to happen. You'd want the market to run up to here and reject is exactly the path you'd want. But then it takes this strange little detour to kind of get back on the path. So it's a little weird. Obviously, like your loss rate will go up, your efficiency will go down. It kind of sucks. But are there any other props, take note, says, that don't have a buffer to be able to withdraw? You'll be able to withdraw whatever you make. TPT has a buffer, FundIndex has a buffer, MyFriendFuture has a buffer. Chat, question. Any firms don't have a buffer before you can take a payout. You hit the payout, you get the payout. Lucid Flex is no buffer. Maybe the FundIndex Rapids. I think some of the value accounts out there might not have buffers, like the ones that are like $1,000 payouts and stuff. Top Step no buffer, just 50% of your profit. Lucid is 50%. TPT, oh yeah, TPT you can, but it's 50% profit split and then you bust the account if you eat into the buffer. Somebody says earn to trade doesn't have a buffer, but on the end of the day accounts. Oh, cool. Didn't know that either. Most static accounts have no buffer. They just have a minimum you need to get to. Oh, that's right. Phidias static account I don't think has a buffer either. There's some answers for you guys. Cool. What's the best account for a beginner to get in all of prop trading? I would say probably there's a website out there that might answer that question. Huh, I wonder if, just if we can start. Now, of the accounts we have here, let's go to the overview and go to the compare, right? Let's double check. Let's clean all this out. So for a beginner, right? So let's make some beginner assumptions, right? As a beginner, you're not gonna be making your best state. What's the minimum payout you can take? All right. So minimum payout model, one-step accounts. As a beginner, statics are the way to go. They're the easiest to pass in general. End of the day is they usually have a little bit more cost to them. End of the day is usually the most well-rounded account. So it's more beginner friendly. Whereas static is like you're going to pay more to have an easier time to get to finish line. End of the day is more like the more well-rounded for beginners. So I always tell people, end of the day in static, avoid trailing drawdown. So one of these two. And these are going to be a little more costly than these. But, you know, we're talking like $10, $20 difference. All right. Depends. Sometimes 100. So end of the day drawdown. And then we're going to do minimum first payout model. What's the best you can get? And then, of course, we'll say maybe you're going to fail like 5 before you blow up. And, you know, maybe 5 before you get a payout. Let's say your win rate's kind of low. I don't know what your win rate is, but you'd program that in and answer these questions, right? So on the min payout model, you get kind of like different stats based on what you put in here. If you know, pass very quickly, higher win rate, you can see things change a lot. It seems like Tradeify Select is actually ranking pretty well on the beginner scale. TPT, the fatter ones are pretty good, and My Funded Futures Rapids. I would say this all kind of lines up with what I expect to be the best account for beginners. I tell people just in general, the best beginner-friendly firm is by far My Funded Futures, I would say, in my opinion, and maybe Tradeify and Lucid. But Tradeify has a little bit harder rules. So I always say that, like, no DLL, no consistency is extremely beginner-friendly for trading. Gives you the most flexibility in the way you can trade. So My Funded Futures, I think, comes ahead. Take Profit is trailing drawdown. On funded. So it's like a sort of hybrid. Right. It's kind of like, as Chris is saying, static sometimes the rule set is easier on the drawdown type. Static may not always necessarily be easier because they have a what's called a TP to MLL ratio, what I told you guys earlier. When your TPP to MLL is greater than 3, it's absolutely trash. If it's between like 2 and 3, it's good. It's like trash. Anything greater than 3 is bad. Like you need to make 3,000, but you can only lose 1 to get there. To blow up, not that good. Anything between 2 and 3 is great. Anything less than 2 is fantastic. Anything 1, which is unheard of, is goated. So a lot of times, like Apex's was a 4. That's why I say this. Apex used to actually almost a 4. Apex is old static. You need to make 2,000 bucks. You can only lose 625 to get there. That is actually like almost 3.5. 3.5 is absolute trash. But they actually canceled the plan because nobody bought it because this was pretty trashy. Do I have a blue sky code? Yeah, it's score is the code. Yes, sir. Blue sky code. So code score works everywhere now, with the exception of TPT and FundNX. Score works at the other 48 prop firms right now. TPT and FundNX will switch over probably at launch or sometime before launch. So score everywhere. So I'll say right now, when I say what I think the best firms, the best accounts to take, just in general, on all the expected model, I think that the either I would say the TPT 50K account or 25K accounts rank very well. My Funded Futures is constantly like the place I send beginners to. You can see how like well-rounded it is. I mean, all the scores are yellow and green, which is great. There's no like, this is great with the exception of this other thing. You'll see that difference. Like Take Profit is fantastic, but when you go to the accounts, you know, some of them are orange. Like drawdown per price. Pretty expensive for the drawdown that you get. Can be a little pricey. Actually, I found a bug here. All right. Let me report to some bugs here. Okay. Anyways, I would say on the front of like one of the most beginner friendly, my Funded Futures, all of them are pretty beginner friendly because the rules are usually, you get a pretty good drawdown per price, you get a pretty quick path to payout, no consistency, no DLL unfunded. I mean, pretty much there's nothing you can really complain about, and that's why you don't ever hear people complaining about it. That's why when I say the most beginner friendly, with all the stats coming across as like green and yellow, it's pretty good. Next gen and has the best odds on the market. We say it's a 2750 drawdown, 50K account. It depends on what the profit target is, but yeah, that sounds really good actually. No, I'm not going to be doing much trading this week. We're launching PropScore, and I'm kind of recalibrating myself to kind of catch up with the market once I want things to settle out with Straight Hormuz stuff before I really get like heavy into this again. It's too much of a headache to try to trade against this market being crazy like that. If you want cheap accounts with activation fee, that's better for beginners. I would say if you want to fail cheaply, Top Step is the way to go, or TPT. Yeah. You try to get PropScore to suggest Apex or Bullnox, but it never does. We're not Bullnox in there just yet. There seems to be no condition that PropScore recommends Apex, you said. The boot camp is a 20-day trading session that we do every couple months. It goes over every single detail of how to day trade. We go through like, I mean, it's a massive effort. 20 days every day. We meet at market close. We go through market avoidance strategies, trend identification, risk and position management, position sizing strats, how to use gamma exposure tools like Rocket Scooter, how to identify high volume pivots, how to set stop losses, how to adjust for volatility. I mean, every part of it's covered. People have told us it is the best day trading course they've ever taken. The reviews on the Rocket Scooter website are pretty detailed if you want to go read what other people have said. So it's $20, $1 a class. That's it. No, Apex you have, if you go to the trailing drawdown, their trailing drawdown accounts aren't that bad. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do one more giveaway in a little bit. The next course is probably start the week after we launch this, so probably the second week of May. Wait, Score is not pulling all the sales on Blue Sky yet? Maybe our team can go look into that. I'm gonna submit a bug report really quick. Let me make a little mock-up here.
Yeah, the chart was soft, couldn't get it up, but then I found that magic pill, baby. Yeah, put it up, yeah. Whoa, chart looking limp, couldn't hold a line, candles barely twitching, wasting my time. I needed some power, I needed that thrill, so I popped one blue. Now my charts rock hard still. Oh my God, green ball stretching, shooting through the sky. Long and strong, baby, watch 'em ride. Blue pill candlestick.
Hey, what's up?
Shooting up high, all night strong.
Howdy.
Watch my P&L grow with my blue pill candle. I'm ready to blow.
It's so big.
Dimes
Hold on.
I'm slapping that ass. Feel me deep, baby, I'm built to last. No weak sticks here, no tiny tees. Dropping fat green, bringing bears to their knees.
Don't stop.
Pop one more, let the session run late. No pulling out, baby, I dominate. Blue pill candle sticking long, shooting up high, all night strong. Pump that wick, watch my P&L grow with my blue pill candle. I'm ready to blow. Blow it up. That chart going vertical quick. Fat green candle so thick. Market can't hold this stick. Blue pill power make the gains legit. Yeah, we going higher.
It's breaking through the screen.
Yeah, you like that big green stick, don't you? Watch it stretch, baby. No red tonight. Blue pill candles rise on command. Charts rock solid, steady in my hand. Blasting off hard, watch the profits flow. With my blue pill candle, I'm ready to blow. All night long. Candles up.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna check one more thing.
Scooter forever. I get BPC.
Going to give away, you guys. 1 second, I'm submitting a little bug report here. Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys, one more giveaway real quick before we get out of here. We're going to do a blue sky coming up. Blue sky. Some good stuff. Remember, throwing giveaways all day today. Don't forget giveaways after this as well. You guys can check out all the material. That's the best part of PropScore. And we got so much giveaway potential now. It's crazy. All right, guys, type in. Hold on. I mean, blue sky is what it is. Oh, wait, BLU. It's BLUE, right? Blue sky? I'll put BLU on accident. I'm thinking BLU liquidity map. All right, take it easy. Why don't you go drive your new car around the block? Maybe it'll make you wake up, feel better. All right, we'll see you later, bit. It's BLU Sky. It's not BLUE. Why did I spelled it wrong? My bad. I know I had it right the first time. You guys were confusing me because y'all were. All right, hold on. All right, do it again, but we're gonna spell it right. Honor the firm correctly. BLUSKY. I was confused because I put it in there that way. And then y'all were spelling it BLUE, and then I was confusing myself. Aha. Aha. There we go. Oh. Pump it. Another thing, guys, one more thing. At 12:30, I'll be switching over to My Funded TV for my Lunch Money with Matt segment. After that, or at that exact moment, we'll be doing a giveaway in our Discord. Farina will be doing it, so make sure you guys all head to the Discord right after the stream and head on over there. We'll be still doing a giveaway for the hour that will be off. Today's blue sky is a Oh, I didn't even get a chance to go through all of them. All right. Okay, we got actually a few more we're gonna do in a second here. We're gonna run out of time. We'll have to carry these over till tomorrow. 2 blue sky 50K launches. All right, 50K launches. Number 1. Go to the Discord. It's a link in the description below the video for the PropScore Discord.
EST's cooking up profits on my mind. CME sniper streak, hedge pressure divine. Charts whisper scooter, signal so fine. Infinite setups, fingertips on fire. Monthly hedge pressure, higher and higher. Unstoppable, untouchable, call Messiah. Green streak flowing, burn it like a pyre. Winning all day, hot streak ain't slowing. Rocket flame spark, green stacks growing. Liquidity haven, charts all glowing. Scooter family, rhythm keep flowing.
Wallahi trades.
Scooter family, rhythm keep flowing. Trades tight and fit, ain't missing no beat. Spend dollars from dimes, feel the heat. Fortune sitting pretty, take a seat. Win streak blaze, untouchable fleet. Charts sing, maps dance, scooter vibes real. Riding that wave, fortune's wheel. Infinite touch, unstoppable deal. Riches in sight, destiny seal. Fire in the veins, trading game alive. EST buzz, feeling that high. Wealth unlimited, top of that sky. Gold touch range, no need to try.
Do you get MHP at the boot camp? You don't. You have to actually buy the tools, and you have to go to Rocket Scooter website and buy the Pro Plus, which comes with the boot camp, but you have to get the actual indicators. You have to go actually get the software. It's 99 bucks for the first month.
Hail a rocket scooter bride. You lead us through the trading night.
So yeah, OYN, you can do one of two things. Number 1, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, lifetime right now, 40% off, or sorry, 15, yeah, it's like 40% off, I think. Lifetime $2,500 for one purchase of the software. It's normally $4,000, so $2,500 lifetime is back. If you guys have been wanting to buy lifetime, every time we do a big launch of something, we always do lifetime discount. So that's there, or it's $99 for the first month. The Pro Plus gets you all the tools and the boot camp and all that together in one. Congratulations, R-Star. Congratulations, Belai. You guys go over to the Discord. Send a screenshot of your YouTube ID. In that channel, look for an admin named Slacks. The YouTube channel in the Discord will have them in there. You just check out those and then send the screenshot of YouTube ID. Also send a screenshot of the fact that you follow us on Twitter. Required to take your prize. And that's it. You guys for tuning in. Well, friends, it's been lovely. It's been fantastic. Always great hanging out with you guys. I gotta bounce. I'll run off to My Funded TV, so I do an hour show there. Then we'll be back in this afternoon. Neon will be live and Brad will be live this evening. I don't know. That was like some kind of like Rocket Scooter alma mater. It was like a college fight song. Pretty cool. So anyways, click that link right there that they're posting. Kevin's posting in chat. Don't forget, join the Discord right now, as well as clicking that link. Be with us all day. Farina's got a huge giveaway planned for you guys right now, which is fantastic. And then we'll see you live on My Funded TV and keep it going.